of concern on his face.
We're live.
You didn't start, did you?
Live to tape, yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Restart.
No, why? Now it's already started.
Restart. Don't make me say a bad word. Did you really already start? That's a terrible start.
You don't need a great start. It's better than awkward. Hello and welcome to the Ramey compound.
We haven't done this in like 3 months.
So this is a perfect way to start.
Yeah, I was going to welcome everyone to the compound, but that's all out the window now.
You could still do it. You could do that in the
I
I
didn't even adjust my chair yet.
Sounds like Matt's sex life can't get a good start. Terrible
No,
finish.
there
is no sex life.
There was a shirt I just saw on the internet. It was something about like, it's like the sex Olympics where like I won because I came first or something like that. That's the story of my life.
That's kind of funny.
Because, you premature ejaculation.
Yeah, no, I get it.
We already came up with the title for the podcast. Premature ejaculators. All right, so what are we starting with? I want to start.
Bumble.
I want to start with the
Probably ugly.
the final NFL standings.
Why don't you start with
Do you still
where
have
we've
them?
been for the last 3 months?
Oh yeah, well this is. I want to say that I have no idea when episode 14 is going to be recorded. Probably not till the summer because we can never get together. We had a good run though, of like doing it almost every week or every other week. But I have no idea. I'm still not convinced you actually started.
Look,
are we really starting?
Minute 17 seconds in.
All right, great.
No, we haven't started.
If we didn't, then I'm going to punch you in the face.
Wait, have we started or have we
Yes, we've started.
See, now I'm going
Now I'm
to
confused.
check.
You can look.
I can't.
Did we start?
I'm standing up.
Did we start? Because I don't know.
Yeah, now we're a minute and 34 in.
Already, this podcast sucks.
Let's get.
I want to know the final NFL standings.
Do you
All I
have them
know,
still?
I have to find them.
all I know is that I came with a good comeback in Week 17. I got 3. I moved up 3 points on Ramey to finish within 2.
They still
And
don't
then
know that
I think-
missed a whole week.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. Alex didn't pick for a week.
I was taking a nap after work. I had made my picks, never sent it to them because I was gonna. I think I didn't make 1 or 2 games. So I was gonna wait to
he
took
was
a
pretty
nap
much
and
eliminated.
then woke up like
But
10
he
minutes
only
into the
he
first
only
set of
lost
games.
3 points because we said we'll give you everything correct except the ones that we differed on. So
I
you
honestly
automatically
think-
get those wrong.
I honestly think
So we only lost 3 points.
that I would have gotten more wrong if I made my actual picks that week.
Probably. But I know I came to within 2 of Ramey, and then there were a couple playoff matchups where I just had to pick something the opposite, and I probably ended up finishing 4 or 5 back. But that Week 17 was a sweet comeback. I picked the Giants, the Colts, and then one other team to win, and they all won. So I felt good
So
about
if you
that.
guys still care about old football standings,
I want to know the final standings. You had the most players, right? So Ramey came in first, and I
next
I
year,
did
if
nothing.
we're still doing this, we got to do a punishment for the 2 losers
No,
Why didn't we do something like that?
because Matt didn't want to.
I didn't say that.
Pretty sure you were like, we already started. We can't make anything now.
A punishment for the 2 losers?
Yeah, just like the Michael K show and Han Humpty, or not Han Humpty. Can't.
Well,
eat
I'm not going to eat
Rothenberg
I'm not going to eat a
Kenny.
Whopper. That's
Yeah,
for
see,
damn
like
sure.
we have to make you eat like.
I
something
wouldn't
with
do
mayo on
anything
it.
like that. I
That's
can't.
just
That's
such you're such a
disgusting.
pussy.
It's fucking gross.
Such a pussy.
It's
You
almost
should
as
see. Go on Chris Canny's Instagram. He had to dye his hair like bright blue and his beard.
Yeah, well, he doesn't have a real job where that matters. I just fucking walk into Restoration Hardware with my fucking hair blue,
I wouldn't make you do that. I'd make you eat
and then
mayo.
I tell them that my pubes are also blue, and then show them.
Like we'd make Ramey fucking like I don't know, hang out with us.
Whoa.
I'd probably make him
Whoa.
watch Dumb and Dumber. That's what I would
I've
do.
never seen that movie.
Or,
he'd probably-
or we can go into the first topic. We can make him watch SpongeBob.
He'd probably no. That's I want to know the fucking standings
Well,
because
I'm-
SpongeBob ties
I'm
into
going
coach.
through right now because I didn't tally up the playoffs.
Well,
I have all the texts
you,
saved.
you still won anyway.
Yeah,
I just don't know by how many.
The first round of the playoffs, we literally all picked the same goddamn games.
Yeah, and
So
didn't
that's
we
kinda-
lose most of them? We
Yeah.
picked the Chiefs. I know that.
So literally, that's a moot point. Nobody gained or lost ground. The next week,
no
I
one
got.
cares about this but us, by the way.
I think you picked the Eagles when I didn't, or something
I
like
picked
that.
the Eagles. You both picked the
The
Falcons.
Falcons, they should have won that game.
We all picked the
I know.
Patriots.
I don't think we even picked the Super Bowl.
It didn't matter.
Alex picked the Jags. I picked the Steelers. You picked the Steelers.
Well, who would you have picked?
Go,
I would
baby.
have picked the Patriots. Even though I really thought the Eagles were going to win.
I
and
thought it
they
was going to
did,
be
but
17-14 Patriots or like 35 to. Like,
I didn't
4.
watch. I watched like the first quarter of that
Eagles.
game, and then I turned it off, and he wouldn't stop texting me about it. It was like
Damn
I was
right.
getting too angry. Plus, my TV was still fucked up, so I couldn't see
It was
anything.
a really fun game to watch.
so
but I
I
hated
was just
both
like, I
teams.
can't. I
So the
was
final
getting too
standings
angry.
were I won by 4 over Matt.
That's not bad. I'll take that.
Alex, even though he missed a week, lost by 9.
It's a lot.
So missed a solid week. If you didn't miss that solid week, you probably
I would have
had a
had.
chance to win.
I'm pretty sure
You
I
had a chance to
counted.
win.
Pretty sure the picks I actually made were worse than what you gave me. So I think I would have.
Plus,
been
we
lost by more.
debated just giving him like 0 for the entire week, like he loses all those points, like he gets everything wrong. But that would have eliminated him completely. We didn't want to do that.
So you're 2017 football champion, the guy who knows nothing. Thank you.
You're good with picks. You've always been good with picks.
Picking players, horrible.
Yeah, I was bad.
How many
at
did
that.
I get right? Out of
I started
16.
off pretty badly with Martavis Bryant.
Actually, more than 16, right? No, you switched to Evan. You had Martavis Bryant and or Evan Engram.
Yeah,
they
but
both
they're
suck.
both like. I mean, come on.
I was telling Matt this yesterday. My fantasy hockey team, totally debating for how terrible I am at picking players. Like my team, I told you my team, Matt.
You're
Fair-
barely even talking into the mic, by the way.
I'm talking
He doesn't.
into the mic.
He does
goddamn.
it. He has his 4-sport league. That's like not a real thing, but it's like they're 4 different leagues, and you can trade players, and like the commissioner has to do it manually. But the way they do the standings is not like here's 10 categories. I won 6, so I get a 6-4 record. If you lose that week, that's a loss.
Yeah,
so
it's
you're
head-to-head. That's how
you're like,
people do it.
that's not how
Head-to-head
Yahoo
with
does it. Like
You
normal.
you can make
like-
it that though on Yahoo.
Yeah, but not the standard leagues,
Yeah.
which I don't really like. Because if you lose 5-4, you tie in something, that's a loss. Like that sucks.
Yeah, but that's you did lose.
Like I'm in first
you lose
place in this
5-4 in a
public
hockey
league.
game. You
I'm,
still lose.
I'm 101, 57, and 22, and I'm in first.
I
he's-
like him
he's
both,
like
but
1
I
and
can
19.
see
I'm
why
gonna
the
read
other one's good.
Alex the people on my team. You're gonna guess what my record is. Matt knows what my record is.
All right.
Oh,
You're gonna
I'm pretty
guess
sure I
what my record
literally just said it too, but nobody heard
I
me.
talked really loudly,
I
so
didn't-
Alex
I
could
didn't
not
hear
hear
it.
you. I'm getting it to load. Hold on.
How many games have you played?
It's 19 weeks.
Okay.
He's about 15-1, I think.
Yeah, I wish.
In 19 weeks, he's 15-1.
He tied the other ones, idiot.
It actually takes talent.
All right. Read me your team.
Of all the things, I didn't think we would be starting with your fantasy hockey team.
Well, it kind of segued into me not being able to pick players really well, so it actually kind of worked. All right, let's.
Although all you have to do, like, I don't know that much about hockey. I just look what they did last year, what they're projected to do this year, and what I know about them.
But I'll be
Yeah,
honest,
it literally
I
gives
did
you
research.
stats.
I tried.
There was one year I had a fantasy league that I created, and I think there were 8 of us. I missed most of my own draft. One person showed up, and they didn't even do that well.
All right. Read me your team.
All right, Sidney Crosby,
Okay.
Joe
He sucks.
Thornton,
Okay.
Tyler Johnson,
Brutal.
Alexander Steen,
Just the worst.
Jacob Voracek. I totally just mispronounced that last name, didn't
No,
I?
that's
No,
correct.
Voracek,
Voracek.
he's good.
Kyle Palmieri. Duncan,
What?
That
Who?
you
Kai
pronounce-
Palmieri?
Kyle Palmieri.
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 Palmieri,
He
whatever.
was on the Devils.
He
Duncan
is on the
Keith.
Devils.
Radko Gudas.
Who? I don't know that.
Radko
player.
Gut.
He's
a
on the
fucking,
Flyers.
He's like a penalty minutes guy.
Zadino Chara, Jeff Skinner, Ryan Johansson, Cam
That's a lot-
Atkinson,
that's a
Nathan
lot of
McKinnon,
goals.
Nico. I gotta have Nico. Gotta love Nico.
I told you not to take him, but it's not.
Nino
not a bad pick.
Niederreiter. I just totally mispronounced that. I can't
No,
pronounce
yeah,
half
that's
these
That's
correct.
right.
That's
Tyson
right.
Berry, Jason Pominville.
It's actually Thiesenberry.
Is it really?
No.
Oh, Jason Pominville,
Pominville, yeah.
Keith Yandel, Jeff Carter.
Is Keith Yandel doing anything?
You have a lot of players that are in the top of the league.
You
Like
playing with people
Carter's.
who don't know hockey.
Jake Allen,
He's good.
Corey Schneider.
He's actually. I don't
Very
think Jake
good.
Allen even
Tuukka
starts
Rask.
anymore.
Really?
Connor Hutton, whoever.
Well,
and
Schneider's good.
I'm not even trying to pronounce it.
And Rask is unreal
Who?
this year.
UC Saros,
You have
the
Corey
backup
Schneider?
quarterback on the Predators. Yeah,
Backup
that's why he's hurt.
quarterback.
Backup goalie. Wow, I said quarterback. Jeez.
Schneider's been
Backup
injured for a
quarterback on
while,
Predators. All right. Well, Tuukka Rask is good enough to.
but he's not even that good.
Tuukka Rask.
Like he's not
He
even
gets
having
wins.
like a
He
great
hasn't
year.
lost in like 2 months.
He doesn't play that as much as you would think he does. Their backup's pretty good. Kudobin, he's good. He's beaten the
but
Devils a couple
Tuukka
times.
Rask is one of the best goalies in hockey right now. I would say you have at least 12 wins.
So you think 12-7?
I'll go 14.
1-17-1.
How?
1-17-1.
Brutal matchups, I'm guessing.
Listen to what the stats in this league are. I win the goalie category every week, but the only stats for goalies are wins, shutouts, goals against, and save percentage. The offensive
That's the only things
stats,
that should matter.
goals, assists,
Yeah.
plus minus,
Yeah.
penalty minutes.
I hated those. Like, why do you get rewarded
That's what
for
when-
going
if
to the
I,
penalty
if I
box?
do my own league, I take those out because
It should be least amount of penalty minutes gets you the win.
Game-winning goals,
That's stupid.
shifts.
Was it like how many shifts you're on the ice?
Uh-huh.
That's
Time
a
up is-
meaningless stat.
Yeah.
Shots on goal, hits, blocks.
Okay, those all count.
And do you do this in Yahoo or ESPN?
ESPN. Power play goals and shorthanded goals.
That should be a stat.
For comparison, Yahoo's public leagues are goals, assists, plus minus, penalty minutes, power play points, shots on goal. So that's 1, 2, 3.
Why
that's
do you
6.
need penalty minutes?
Yahoo, for some reason, shows you stats like goals against or goals allowed, saves and save. What the hell? SV and SA. They show you the stats, but they
Shots
don't.
allowed.
They don't count. They don't count towards the stat at the end.
Stupid.
Well, that
why,
doesn't make sense.
Why even show them?
That's stupid.
So needless to say, my team is better than being 1-17-1.
Wait,
Yeah.
what are the 4 goalie ones?
Wins, shutouts, goals against, and save percentage.
Only 4 that matter.
1, 2, 3.
Maybe shutouts. Did you say shutouts?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't like when they're so like that's like doing baseball league where the pitching stats are like
Wins.
4 things and then like
So
the
there's,
hitters are 10.
there's 11 offensive stat
Yeah, I don't like
categories,
that.
only 4.
Yeah, but like, what else could you do for goalies?
Well, maybe you don't have as many offensive. Like, why do you need penalty minutes?
No,
like,
penalty-
Jesus Christ,
yeah.
I drafted Radko Gudas because he got a lot of fucking penalty minutes last year.
Get rid of
I don't know
penalty
who the fuck
minutes.
he is.
And Yahoo Public, you don't really need power play points. It's not like it's anything extra.
Shifts? Really? Shifts?
Yeah,
I've had
shifts.
19,456 shifts, and it's like 600 shifts less than everybody
Shifts
else.
Jeez.
that doesn't make any sense. You don't get nobody gets any fucking rewards for a shift. Like you're on the ice. Congratulations.
Yeah, what happens if you shift is like 10 seconds once, and then
No, you just get
another
a
guy has a
shift.
2-minute shift?
Well, don't worry. Last year, one of the stats we actually had was average time on ice.
That's not bad. That's better than shifts.
You don't need that. That's nothing. Nobody's
Better than
like, yeah,
shifts, though.
Wayne Gretzky, how much time on ice did he have? Nobody cares.
So, at least it's always interesting for me to look and see like how many moves everybody else in the league has done. The guy who's in first place has done 122 moves.
You never do any moves.
I've done 6.
Like if I go to our football league from this year, you probably did like 2.
I stick with the team I got. If somebody's hurt, I switch him out, but I stick
So
with what I have.
I don't think you even do that.
All right, how many players I got right? I still want to know that.
There was one league where you're like
For
the guy was
football.
injured and you just didn't do anything. You just left him in there. I was like, you know what? I have to edit your team for you.
Oh, I remember that. Out of 17 weeks, you got it
that's
right
right.
11 times.
What about playoffs too?
Oh, playoffs?
We
I
did
don't
playoffs.
remember. I can actually look-
Wait, so how many did I get right?
11.
11 out of 17. I'm fucking man at picking people.
Yeah, better than the 2 of us.
Yeah, we were terrible.
Not like you picked the best player
I
out
think
of the
there was
entire
1 or 2
NFL.
weeks where we just didn't
No,
award points
but-
to anybody because we were all terrible.
There were a couple where it was like, yeah, nobody gets one or we all get one because it was basically even.
Yeah.
So wait, hold on. In the playoffs,
That week we all picked Chiefs because they were playing the Giants, and I ended up getting it. And I changed my pick right before kickoff, and I think either way, whoever I would have picked won anyway.
so that first round of the playoffs, you picked Alex Smith, Matt picked Fournette, and I picked Drew Brees, and Brees won.
Did he? Didn't Fournette have 3 touchdowns?
I think Brees had like 380.
That
or
was
something
against
like
the
that.
Steelers.
Oh yeah.
The following week, I picked Deion Lewis. That blew up in my face. Matt picked Gronk.
Which
That blew up in
didn't
his
do
face.
anything.
And Alex picked Tom Brady.
Going out on a limb on that one.
And we didn't do picks for the last
Yeah.
games because I think we just got all pissed off.
We got to figure out something different to do.
Well, we could do what the radio guys do and just pick 3 games. They pick like 3 games with the spread.
We should
and they
have
do the
like
record
each
for
week has
that.
to be a certain position and we all pick that.
Oh, that's actually not a bad idea. Like everybody picks a quarterback, everybody
Yeah.
picks a running back.
All right. It's gonna be a lot. Yeah, just have more points.
We call dibs on Andy Dalton.
AJ
As
McCarron.
your running back.
Yeah, for running back, week 1. Running backer? Let's have a best of podcast. Let's go through all of our podcasts and just play our best clips.
Well, I'm sure me saying that the
Yeah, why don't you pour me a glass of milk?
yeah the guy on the Predator saying he was the backup quarterback probably is my
Oh,
shining
yeah, that's
moment.
a good one. All right,
It's
so,
the backup quarterback. All right.
we're already out of topics.
We haven't even started our topics yet.
All right, I'll let you pick what you want to
Well,
do.
my fantasy
Well, I already
basketball team's
mentioned
even worse, by the
SpongeBob.
way.
Do you want me to get Coach out of the way?
No.
I've been
Do that
dying
when
to
I get
tell
hungry
Ramey
and wanna
about
go
this.
get some brownies.
It's not. We're not talking about the show. Just one like specific thing they had in the show.
All right, fine.
I told you about that fake injury, right? He's still in college. Their best quarterback is hurt, and then he's finally back. He fakes the injury, puts him in a wheelchair on the sideline for the entire game till the end of the game for them to run one play and they win at the end.
Why?
He sat out his best player to just like fool the other coach, and he brought him in at the end of the game. I don't think that like if it was real life, they would have like a list of who's dressed and ready to play, like they would have known. But why would you take your best player out of the
TV
game?
movie.
And
This
like
was also real life. The coach would have gotten fired for
they were in Hawaii and he got injured doing the limbo. It was the fake injury.
What, back cramp up?
Yeah, back got messed up, and then friggin' they ended up winning the bowl game. I think that was the national. No, that
Wait,
was
this
the
was
year
a
before.
college team?
Yeah, the
he
Minnesota
was
State
on the
Screaming
Minnesota
Eagles.
State Screaming Eagles, and then he got promoted. He got hired for a expansion team, the Orlando Breakers.
Do you know
Oh, I
what?
thought it was a high school team he covered.
I'm gonna try and let you figure out what conference they were in. This is they finished 1-15. They got the first pick, and the story. What Jerry Jones is actually on the episode. They traded it for like the owner of the Breakers is a fucking idiot, so they traded it for like a cattle ranch or some shit like that. It was ridiculous. This is what they had to do in their second season to make the playoffs. The Breakers had to beat Green Bay in Green Bay. The Saints had to beat St. Louis.
What year does this take place in?
This was
Late 90s.
97.
All right.
Washington had to beat Dallas. Detroit would have to beat San Francisco. What conference are they in?
So before I answer this, because it's got to be the AFC, because that's just really dumb, the only question I have is, you took notes on this?
Yeah, this is ridiculous. I just named you all those teams that are NFC teams.
Yeah.
That's what they had to do to get into the playoffs. So
Those were probably the only teams that were able to say on television to get
Yeah,
the
they probably
rights
had
for
to
it.
get naming
all
rights.
these NFC teams had to win for them to get in. And they got in, and they played the Bills in the
'cause they're
AFC.
in the AFC East.
But they're not. Why would you need 4 NFC teams to win against each other to get into the AFC playoffs? They played the Bills.
They probably only got
Maybe in
naming
this
rights to
fantasy
certain
world,
teams.
they're all in the same
No.
conference.
No.
Well, the Orlando Breakers aren't really a franchise, so they could have just blown up what the actual conferences were.
Yeah.
Put them in the AFC. How hard is it oh, you only got naming rights.
NFC?
You can name teams. You can say teams.
And why
I
couldn't
don't
they
know,
have
you
done
might
like
need it.
Green Bay beat the Bills or something like
why,
that? So
why don't they say, all right, the Breakers have to go to fucking New England?
that's still the AFC.
Yeah, they're in the AFC. But I just named you every single NFC team.
So why didn't they say go to the Meadowlands to play the Giants?
Yeah.
Exactly. Why would they go to the Bills? Why not just say they're going to play the Giants?
They like wings.
Like Tim Daly wings? It made Tony Shalhoub's career.
Well, Monk made Tony
Love
Shalhoub's
wings.
career.
No, that's what made him famous. Don't you know Quagmire from fucking? They're in the vat of beer and they're talking about wings and he's like, "You guys don't know wings? Tim Daly?
A bat of beer, not wings.
Yeah,
What was his name in Wing? Antonio
I have no-
Scarpacci?
I have
think
no
it was
idea.
Antonio Scarpacci.
But I don't.
Isn't
I
that
don't-
also where he says the Hanson brother is the hottest girl or something?
No, that's a different. That's way earlier. So that'd be like the fucking Dallas Cowboys. Oh, we need the Saints to beat the fucking St. Louis. We need Washington to beat San Francisco, and then we're gonna go play fucking somebody in the AFC. Doesn't make any sense.
Well, did it make sense that the New England Patriots played the London Silly Nannies in Family Guy?
Yeah,
It's an exhibition, at least.
yeah. At least it was an
Fair.
exhibition,
Fair point.
and one of their former players was leading the team. So come on, that's fine. It just makes me angry.
Wait. I'm still trying to wrap my head around this whole coach thing. You took notes on this.
You're not
You had to
appreciating.
write it down or else you wouldn't
You're not
remember.
appreciating how much it doesn't make sense. How easy of a fix that would have been for anybody who knows anything about football.
How did this come up in the episode? Like, how did they mention like
He was like, well, maybe we can go back to Minnesota for Christmas. And she's like, don't you guys still have a mathematical chance? And he's all like, yeah, Christine, everyone's getting the fever. We're mathematically alive. And then he named all these things that had to happen, and then they happen, and then they go to the AFC playoffs.
Did they win?
Did they win?
No, Luther got a bunch of free wings from Buffalo, and everyone got food poisoning. And Hayden was pissed. He's like, why would you get free wings from a guy from Buffalo when we're playing Buffalo? Of course they fucked you over. And then he died a month ago, so it's very sad.
Oh, Luther.
R.I.P. Luther Van Dam. It doesn't make any sense. Why not just use AFC teams? Why?
Was that the series finale?
When Luther died?
No, not when Luther
No.
died. When they lost in the playoffs.
Series finale is just when he goes back to Minnesota and he's like, yeah, I just want to stay here. And
Did he win the Super Bowl?
No, they lost to the Bills.
I'm saying, was there another season, or was that the last season?
No, that was the last
Did the
season.
show get canceled, or is that how they
No,
wanted it to
Dauber.
end?
The end is Dauber took over as coach and won 2 Super Bowl rings eventually. Dauber, the idiot special teams coach, took over and won the Super Bowl twice.
Wow.
And then he became a Monday Night Football broadcaster.
Sounds like a terrible show.
It's a great show.
It actually was a great show.
How do you not remember any of this happened?
Because it was 20 years ago and I haven't watched reruns, but I bought him it on DVD.
I watched that
through.
thing in I think it was less than 6 weeks. I just binged the shit out of it.
How many seasons?
9 seasons.
Jeez,
Like
how
200
many
episodes.
Was it like 199 episodes?
That's what it says, but IMDb says 200, whatever. It's
Yeah,
close
Entourage
enough.
was like 3 episodes or 4 episodes away from 100. They were just like, why didn't we just do 4 more episodes?
That's not what you get ordered for.
And the guy becoming the special teams coach, becoming the Super Bowl. That's Bill Belichick's life story right there. So they actually
That's true.
they just made Bill Belichick's story and coach.
I mean, Luther Van Dam's one of the funniest fucking characters ever. He's hilarious. Just fucking absolutely batshit
he's the
crazy.
Bill Parcells to Dauber's Bill Belichick.
Just
Bill
in case you
Parcells
were
was never
wondering,
that-
keeping score at home. Ramey has yet to watch Entourage, even though he promised after I watched Ozark. And Matt has yet to watch Stranger Things.
Yeah. I still haven't watched The Punisher yet. Bobby
Wow.
ruined.
You haven't watched The Punisher?
Bobby ruined it for me. He said it was bad.
It
It was
wasn't.
amazing.
Wasn't amazing, but it was good. It was good.
It
It
was-
was very good character.
Bobby
It
said
was
it wasn't
better than
good.
Daredevil season 2.
Billy Russo is like one of the best characters in.
Bobby said he gave up on all the Marvel shows.
That's stupid.
Yeah,
because
Twitter.
all of them are good. Why would you listen to what he said about Punisher then?
Well, he said it was bad.
It wasn't. It wasn't
and
bad.
My friend Jesner, who I work with, said it was kind of slow.
It is slow.
it
It's
is
not.
slow.
It's not Frank Castle fucking
So I'm
shit
not-
up for
I'm
13
not-
episodes. It's
So I have no
very character
desire to
based.
get into it. I'm waiting for Jessica Jones.
There was a couple episodes that actually made me almost cry, like towards the end. Anytime we have like flashbacks of his wife and shit.
You're a maggot.
just Billy Russo was just so good.
You are a maggot.
Hey, all I know, I would rank the Punisher the third best Marvel.
I don't think it was.
You didn't even watch Luke Cage or Iron Fist, did you?
I watched Luke Cage.
You
I have
didn't-
not seen Iron
Iron
Fist.
Fist is the best.
Just fucking watch it.
Watch the Punisher.
I will eventually, but at least I've seen the other ones. Like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Before
Prior?
Preluding it,
prior.
Prior.
maybe.
Pre-
Richard
Mark
Pryor,
Pryor?
Mark Pryor, Richard Pryor. The ones that preluded it. That's a word, right?
Prelude.
Prelude, yeah.
Nah.
The ones that came before it. Fine.
Yeah, I don't think that was the right context for Prelude.
No, they preluded. Fuck yourself. Whatever.
Wait. First of all, you haven't seen the Punisher. I haven't seen Entourage still. Did
Who
you finish
cares?
Ozark?
It was one season.
I'm just saying. I wasn't sure if
Yeah, I
you
watched
finished.
it in like a week. Not even.
It was too slow and
It wasn't that good.
Like-
It was good, but it wasn't as good as everyone said.
like it
was.
looked good. Like I watched the episode, I was like, this is good. I just have no motivation to watch it. I wasn't hooked immediately. And if you can't hook me right away, I don't care. Like I just lose interest. Like Game of Thrones, I was hooked. It was good, and then the end of season 3, people just get murdered in like the worst way. Even I was like, wow, I need to take a break and relax. It was intense. Like pregnant bitch gets stabbed in the fucking stomach. It was fucking brutal.
Spoiler alert for anybody that hasn't seen Game of Thrones: a pregnant bitch gets stabbed in the stomach.
If you haven't
guys.
watched any of it, you're either
never
like,
seen a single minute.
Like yeah, but like at least watch an episode. Like you're not saying it sucks, right? You just
No, I just
never
have no
seen
interest
it.
in
Yeah.
it. I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it's
You
bad.
guys, I feel like you guys are doing that. Like just it's cool. I'm not gonna watch it.
No, it's just like I have no interest in that like fantasy land bullshit. Like I don't like
That's what
Walking
every
Dead
fucking
either.
show is. It's not Fantasyland. It's just like people going to war. And
Yeah,
fucking
see, like that doesn't interest me as much as other people.
I'd rather watch the Walking Dead where they go to war with the zombies.
See Walking Dead's even stupider to me.
I mean, we watch men in fucking tights fake fight each other. Fucking Game
Robin
of
Hood
Thrones
Men
is
in
stupid.
tights?
Yeah, I don't need
Carrie
to watch
Elwes?
Walking Dead with zombies. I'm just not into like zombies and like the type of world that's
It's not about the
place
zombies.
in-
It's just like an extra thing. That's what they're running from. It's like the storyline between the people who are actually alive.
yeah, but it just doesn't interest me. I've watched episodes of Walking Dead.
I feel like you haven't.
I definitely have.
Well, if you just watch random episodes, it's not going to be good. You have to like start from the beginning of something. Like if I just watched Ozark episode 9, be like why? Or if I just
Probably
watched
think it was still a good
season
episode.
4 of
Oh,
Entourage
episode 9
for no
was great.
reason. Was it? Was that the one where he fucking sodomized himself?
That was episode
Fucking
8.
Jason
With a rusty pipe.
Jason fucking Bateman. All right, so we crossed 3 things off my list. What about I was mentioning
You refuse to talk about SpongeBob for some reason.
I can't remember. I was trying to, but you just interrupted me. I was like, I can't believe Bill Fagerbakke is actually the voice of Patrick. He goes, who? I said, Patrick. It's like, I don't know what that is. Patrick from SpongeBob. It's like, I've never seen an episode. I don't know anything about it. Never heard of it.
How do you just don't know what Patrick is?
You,
Patrick
you,
Star.
You
You
heard
don't
of
know
it,
Patrick
though.
Star.
You heard of it?
I've heard of.
How? It's like the most popular cartoon of like this generation.
It's probably I want to say more popular than The Simpsons.
It's not.
I don't know. It's everywhere.
Never
how-
seen it. Is it still on TV?
Yes.
How? It's SpongeBob from like it came on in like
What's
99.
SpongeBob's last name?
I'm gonna guess SquarePants.
All right, good.
I don't know how you've never seen an episode. Like I'll still watch it now. It's
How many episodes have there been? Like
a
30.
shit ton.
30? 30 seasons,
It's been on
maybe.
since '99.
So it's like what? Season 20?
It's like the most popular show from that, like from '99 for kids who grew up in that period
There's
of time.
so much quotable shit from SpongeBob that I still quote with my friends.
It's more of
to
an
this day.
adult show. It's very adult,
It
like
is.
oriented. It's not really for kids if you can like understand
Is
what
that the
they're
tool
talking
who
about.
lives in like a pineapple under the sea or something like that?
So you do know it.
I think I know the theme song.
I have seen an episode. What is they say?
I can't believe you know.
No, I've
What
never
Family
seen
Guy
it.
references.
No, excuse me. I've never seen an episode, but that's usually what comes on after George Lopez ends at like 5:30 in the morning.
It's actually really good. Like I'll watch it if it's on.
What did I just quote from Family Guy when he's like, "So you do know it?" Or he's talking
Robot
about Robot
Chicken.
He's like, "So you do, I've
I've
seen
seen
an
it.
episode. I did not like it."
I did not care for The Godfather.
You've never even seen The Godfather, and that still makes me so. It's on Netflix.
It insists
Is
upon
it?
itself.
I
It's
haven't
also
seen
like
it
a
in a while.
9-hour movie.
The entire trilogy.
There's only. I
is
thought there'd be
about
more
9.5
episodes.
hours.
There's
Yeah,
only
but the
200.
third one's garbage.
There's only 233 episodes.
Plus a bunch of movies.
They've made movies.
2 movies.
I
Yeah,
don't
with
know
David
how-
Hasselhoff.
What?
Where have you been?
I don't know how you don't know anything about SpongeBob. Fucking Sandy. Mr.
Who?
Krabs.
Sandy Wexler?
Plankton.
You don't know Sandy Cheeks?
I
Wait, what do
literally
you
have
know
no idea
Bill
what you're-
Fagerbakke from?
Coach.
Oh,
He played Dauber.
well, that's Patrick Starr, and I think Plankton.
Who the hell's Patrick Starr?
I don't think he does Plankton.
Oh no, just Patrick.
Like, really?
Yeah, I'm being dead serious.
You've never even watched it, like, once? Like, when you were a kid? You grew up and you were in high school. It was still good then.
I think I was watching TRL then. Remember TRL?
Yeah,
Carson
they used to
Daly?
actually play music. It was good.
I think that's back now, too.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Is it really back?
I
Or did I
mean,
just make that up?
I'm pretty sure it is.
How old is Bill Fagerbakke?
Old.
I think it's Fagerbakke, but I like saying Fagerbakke better.
Of course you do.
He's got to be like 65.
Fagger? Yeah, a guy named Mr. Lawrence does Plankton.
Oh, Logan. BTB just won Fortnite, if any of you know what that is. It's the new game sensation, yeah. I've come in 4th. That's my best.
Can't believe I thought that was for kids. Like Ben's son played that when I went to visit.
It's just a shooting game. It's 100 people. 100
Yeah, I
people
know what it is,
live.
but it's like it looks like a really doesn't look like a very good graphic game. It's
Oh,
like
no, it's
like
sick.
it's something for like
Graphics
little
are good.
kids.
No.
No, it's not.
I play all the time. The graphics are good.
If you look at that compared to Call of Duty, not even close.
It's not. They're just completely different.
Yeah,
Obviously,
it
Call
looks
of
like
Duty-
it
one's
looks like
free
it
and
looks
one's-
like a child's computer game from like 2004 or something like that.
No.
Yes, it
Child's
is.
computer game from 2010, maybe.
Fagerbakke is 60.
And I don't know what Fortnite is either.
It's just a game. It's actually free. You don't even need online for it, but you can play online. It's 100 people. It's like 95 to 100 people, however many they get in a game. And it's this huge map, and the storm is coming. So you have to get in this circle on the map. You have to go in there before the storm comes, and you have to just survive.
You have
and kill
to be
people.
insanely fast. Like I saw Ben's son playing, and he was like switching between guns and shit, and like I was like, I can't. There's
People,
no way.
you pick up wood and metal and bricks and stuff, and you have
It's
to build.
insane.
It gets a lot easier once you play, and you have to like if you land somewhere where somebody else lands, like you're fucked. Like they're probably
The only
gonna
good
kill
part
you.
about it is the dancing they do at the beginning.
You can dance throughout the whole game if you want.
Wait, what?
It's
It's
a
a
really
very simple game. You
fun
do
game.
one thing and that's it. Like you just play on that map and then you try to survive and that's it.
There's also duel and squad mode where you play with other people. It's
Yeah.
really fun, really addicting. You get like you find like different guns. Like there's gray guns, which are like shitty, green, and then blue, then purple, then gold. And the better guns you get, the easier it is to kill people.
How do I not know about this?
Because you
I
don't know
wouldn't have known-
SpongeBob.
I wouldn't have known about it unless I saw.
You don't play
somebody
video
play it.
games.
Just type
I play
in
video
Then
look,
download
look up,
Fortnite. It's fucking awesome.
Look up for a picture of it. It looks like a generic cart. Like
It
the
looks
characters
like
are
a
very,
little better than Minecraft.
very generic. Yeah, it's not like
I
very
used to love
detailed.
Minecraft.
I never
Tool.
played Minecraft.
I feel like no one's gonna be able to hear Ramy. I feel like he's so far from the mic.
Am I doing that again? I got
I feel
better.
like
It's
you
been
are.
a while.
I can
gotta
make
get
your
back
I
into
could make your volume louder after.
it. How do you spell Fortnite?
Fort.
Like N-I-T?
NIT.
Yeah.
Besides, it'll also.
It's actually
autocorrect.
for tonight. Just kidding.
It's just very like it's more about just playing and killing people than like the graphics and how it looks. It was like
So
I'd get
fun.
bored with it immediately. Be like, you play two
We
or three
play it,
times, and it's like,
download it.
whatever.
So the first picture I got, it makes it seem like it's The Sims meets Call of Duty.
Exactly. Yeah, but it's like that.
But
kind
like
of,
that's like a legit. That looks like The Sims was always ahead of its time in graphics.
Yeah, but that's now in 2018. You should have better graphics
it's
than
not-
that. But
like-
it's a free
All right,
game.
can
So
you when we're done with this before
it's a free
for
game.
the pay per view, download it and let's play a game.
It's a free game, so they're not going to put that much effort into it.
But it's a free game that you can buy other stuff in it to get
Yeah,
better.
I know, but it's not like the fucking. The
But
graphics
it's not.
aren't
It's
that
not
great.
like it's glitchy or anything. It looks bad. It looks good.
And you don't have any lag.
No,
I
almost
doubt
never.
that. I highly doubt that. Everyone has lag for everything.
No, it's pretty good.
It's also not the game. It's just like your connection. Everyone always dies in lag and fucking Call of Duty and shit. It's the
Yeah,
worst.
if you have shitty internet.
Yeah, you have the worst internet at
Why?
home.
No one.
Our
You're not
internet
there.
at home
No
is
one's
the
on
worst.
it anymore.
I'm pretty sure our internet here is terrible.
It's not though. Although I've never,
We're playing before or after the Rumble.
I haven't,
I'm showing you this.
I haven't
game.
noticed.
Oh, we're gonna play after the Rumble.
Wow,
next year.
good
We're gonna
one.
Rewatch
I haven't.
The
I
Rumble.
haven't noticed a faster internet. I have noticed a sweet. We got
TV
the
is awesome.
Comcast remote where I can say, "Get to the chopper," and then Predator will show up on my screen. Yep, Predator ends 9-1. Amazing. So much easier than our fucking.
Why
other
don't you go
TV.
into your saga about how the TV was fucked up for a few
Oh yeah, it just I like hit something to like change the channel and then the picture zoomed in. I reset the cable box. Remy came down here for like an hour, tried to reset it.
That
When
was
I-
more than an hour.
Was it?
I was talking to what the hell is his name?
Amon.
Amon for like 2.5 hours. It was like
Well,
11:30 at night.
you left and then you were still talking to
Yeah,
him.
it was like 11:30 at night.
I'm convinced Comcast did it on purpose to get us to upgrade. Even though you saved money, so I don't know what they gained from it. But like, I had the remote that was for this, wasn't for the correct box. So you set me up for failure from the beginning when I moved here.
So I roll.
Dick.
But it was like a solid 2.5 weeks that his
It was so zoomed in. Like if you watch a hockey
Trust me, I
game
know. I got
or a
Snapchat.
baseball game, you couldn't see the scoreboard. It was just zoomed in. That's why I couldn't watch the Super Bowl. Couldn't do anything.
Talk about how Sling, who they thought the announcers for Raw were.
What was it? Booker Bradshaw?
It was Booker Bradshaw.
Sling TV just said
It
the
was
announcers.
John Bradshaw, I think Michael Cole, and Booker Bradshaw.
Booker Bradshaw. Fucking Sling TV is a good minute and a half behind on everything that they do. So, although it's better than not having to watch anything. So he was fucking with my TV. I put on Sling to watch the end of SmackDown. Then he stayed down here for a while. Kept
Is that
talking
what
to
it
him
was
on.
for SmackDown?
It was SmackDown and 205 Live.
Because JBL isn't even there. Oh, yeah, he's
Oh,
not.
it was the following week
Booker-
that happened.
Booker's not there either.
Yeah, but he used to be on SmackDown. And then he gets they send us cable boxes. Fucking Raimi does this. He'll order shit on Amazon and never open it. So they sent us cable boxes. The guy comes to install it. He texts me. He goes, yeah, the ones they sent us are the same cable box. I almost fucking flipped out. He comes out here to calm me down. He's like, I don't know what's going on. The guy's talking to Kate. He said it's going to be okay. And I'm freaking out. I just want my fucking TV back because that's all I do with my life.
Well, don't forget that the first time that they were supposed to come here, they canceled the appointment because of the snow.
And they didn't tell us. You just went online and were like, yeah, they canceled. And I fucking got, oh my God, I got so angry. And I don't think they were going to be able to fix my TV. There was no zoom button on the remote. None. And it zoomed in.
I hate you.
This one little one. I hate you. Oh, so angry. I was almost going to move back home. Like, I couldn't take it anymore.
He was getting so pissed
I was
off.
because I can't watch real TV. It's fucking zoomed in. I'd watch American Pickers. You just see Mike Wolf's forehead.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I'd
Could
want
be
to see his
worse.
butthole. I would do them both. Hector thinks they're gay, but they're not gay.
No, Frank's the ladies' man.
Yeah, he is. A fucking bearded charmer. Why
Hector's gay.
Why I can't be the fucking bearded charmer?
When's Hector's fucking taco truck opening up?
I don't know. I need to get a job there, though.
Wait, what?
He's opening a food truck.
Where?
Bridgeport, I think.
Probably in that area. He lives in Stratford now, right by the what's it called? Target. Like down the road from the Target.
Holly Lane.
Yeah, Holly Lane Target. Fucking shout out to Hector. How far have we gotten so far?
32 minutes.
That's
Felt like
it?
2 hours.
What the hell?
That did feel like 2 hours.
How are we even
How did
even
we
on
used to do
episode
this?
13? This is fucking weird.
What? Let's talk about hockey trades. Get that out of the way.
Is it true that the trade
No.
that the Rangers and the Devils did was the first trade
Yes.
they've done?
First trade in franchise history. Because you don't trade with your rivals.
The Yankees and Red Sox have traded before.
Yeah, but
For who? Babe
shitty
Ruth
players.
for fucking cash for a play?
Felix Heredia for Mike Stanton or something like that. One of those deals.
Did
We
any of them make a difference?
We gave Felix Heredia to them for somebody. I think I'm almost positive they did
See,
that.
was Felix already even good?
No, he walked somebody in that Game 6 in 2003. I remember fucking hated that guy.
All right, over the last 51 years, I'm going to tell you all the trades between the Yankees
Let me
and Red
guess.
Sox.
9 of them. There's 9.
In the last 51 years, since 1967.
Yeah. There's been like less than 10.
8. You were close. So, in a 5-day span, we actually did 2 trades with them. We traded Elston Howard
Okay.
The
for a
catcher?
player to be named later and Pete Magrini.
Okay.
Elston
Trade that
Howard's-
didn't matter.
Elston Howard's number's retired, isn't it?
I don't know if it's... Yeah, his number is retired, and they did a Yankeeography for him.
Well,
Wow.
Everyone has a Yankeeography. I'm sure Didi's going to have one next year.
Yankeeography of the fucking I don't know, popcorn guy.
Let's see, we...
The one-armed tour guide.
Bucky LaGrange? Oh yeah, that guy had one hand.
LaGrange. All right.
He hasn't had a hit in ever.
That's one of our best podcasts.
One of my Facebook status was like, I hope the Yankees can sign him. He hasn't hit it in ever. He's fucking due.
We purchased Bob Tillman from the Red
That
Sox.
doesn't count.
Doesn't matter.
What does that even mean, purchasing? That's like a
We
trade,
gave
right?
him cash.
We also purchased John Wyatt. Not
You know how you
Bray?
go to Target and pick out a bunch of T-shirts? He purchased them.
no relation to Bray. In 1972, the Red Sox traded Sparky Lyle to the
Wow.
Yankees for a player to be named later and Danny Cater
So is that the only trade so far that's
They
mattered?
traded Danny Cater?
You don't know
Yeah.
what that is.
Wow, yeah,
for Sparky Lyle.
he's the first guy who came up with catering.
In 1986, we traded Don Baylor to the Red Sox for Mike Easler.
I don't think any of these trades actually had an impact on either team winning a championship.
1994, we purchased Scott Bankhead from the Red Sox. Who the fuck is
We
Scott
were just
Bankhead?
throwing money at them for
Jesus
shitty
Christ.
players.
In 1997, this was probably the biggest trade that we've had. We traded a player to be named later and Tony Armas to the Boston Red Sox for Randy Brown and Mike Stanley. And then we also traded Jim Messier to the Boston Red Sox. He was the player to be named later.
Is that a
it
joke?
Tony
I've
Armas?
never heard of any of them.
Is that Tony Armas Jr.?
Yeah,
What year was
I
this?
don't know why I know that name.
1997. You don't know Mike Stanley.
Mike Stanley?
I barely know who that is. We weren't watching back then.
Mike Stanley was 97. He used to be a Yankee back in the early 90s. He was a catcher, first base, and DH.
Yeah, I wasn't
I was
watching
three.
until 96.
Mike Stanley. Jim Messier. You don't know Jim Messier? He had a screwball. He threw a screwball.
Everyone threw a screwball.
Jesus Christ. And
All
then
right,
in 2014, they traded us Stephen Drew in cash for Kelly Johnson.
Worth
Because
it.
that's a trade everybody wants to make.
Well, Stephen Drew was fucking awesome for us, wasn't he? Didn't he hit like 15 home runs?
He batted like 210.
So?
The hell is he doing?
I'm going to take a picture for Instagram.
Oh, the Insta.
Way too much headroom.
What am I going to do?
Make it.
You guys ruined it.
Down
You guys
more.
stopped talking. I was trying to get a candid shot, and you fucking...
Well, I was fucking confused what you were
Anyway,
doing.
so is that
With
the
my
last
phone,
trade?
What else would I be doing?
Yeah, that was. When did we ever trade
Okay.
Felix Heredia? I don't see Felix Heredia getting traded to them.
I could have sworn we did.
So can we talk about hockey now?
No,
yeah,
I
Felix
wanna...
Heredia never played for the Red Sox, Matt.
Really? Then who did we trade?
We
That
traded
was
him to
it?
the Mets for Mike Stanley.
Oh, that's what it was. All right. It was the Mets and the Yankees. How many times have they traded?
Well, he was
They
on our team
hate
14
trading.
years ago.
Well, we tried trading with the Mets this offseason, didn't we? And they said no. It's like very hard to get a deal between the Mets and the Yankees.
Which is surprising, just because we're in the same
Yankees
City.
are 3-0 officially.
undefeated Aaron Boone, the GOAT.
We were nasty last year in spring training too.
That
Tanaka was like
sucked.
unhittable, and then he comes into the regular season and fucking blows.
Well, Tanaka's going to suck this year. He's one of my keepers in baseball.
Well, at least he's not Why would you keep him over?
Patrick Elias had his number retired last night. I almost
Yeah.
cried like 8 times.
Are the Devils really undefeated? On
Yeah, I
Ireland?
thought they had lost a couple, but they're 5-0.
Oh, my friend almost hit a home run, but he flew out.
Yeah, so that doesn't matter.
He almost hit a home run, but he hit it to the pitcher.
Yeah, well,
He
ground
hit a- guy made a leaping catch.
singles are just ground balls that found holes.
That's not true.
That sounds like something Tim McCarver would say.
Yeah, that pitch wasn't down and up. That was down and in. That was down and up. Oh, thanks, Tim.
He said
I forget-
down.
I
and
forget
up.
the Family Guy one where they made fun of him. In my view, the first half of that game was about as bad, something like that. I gotta find it now.
Can
but
we
he,
talk about hockey real quick?
I
Well,
tried
before
to.
you do that, I've now looked up Tim McCarver quotes, which we'll get to in a second. I just need to read this first one. Bob Gibson is the luckiest pitcher I ever saw. He always pitches when the other team doesn't score any runs.
So he's good at pitching.
What an idiot.
Yes, now you can talk about hockey.
Here's
I'm sorry.
hold on. Here's the Family Guy one.
Well, I guess he couldn't be any worse than Tim McCarver is at sportscasting.
In my view, as good as the Yankees were in the first half of this game, that's how as bad they've been now.
Fucking Tim McCarver, the worst. I saw him in person once. We saw him at Fenway when we were taking a tour.
Did we?
In like 03 maybe.
Yeah. Before they won the World Series.
So I've just read 4 quotes in on my page here of Tim McCarver, and it just makes me so angry. Like I could scream.
He's an idiot.
So first trade the Rangers made
Back to McCarver.
is with the Devils. First trade in team history. We got Big Igor, whatever his last name was.
I don't know who. I've never heard of him. So that's-
And the second round pick, I believe, right? Or
Yeah.
third. Second round pick for Michael Grabner, which is a good
That's actually a
Good
good trade
pickup.
for the Devils too.
yeah.
he's only signed for another year. I would have preferred them to
Is
not
he? I
give
thought he
him-
was a free agent after this year.
Yeah, he's only. That's what I meant. He's only signed for this year.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't have done that.
But
I don't
is your,
think-
the Devils a fast
The
team?
Devils aren't a serious contender. There's no matchup that they could have where they would be favored.
Maybe they'll like it. And well, all you have to do is get into the playoffs to win.
When
Cup.
is the trade deadline?
Tomorrow.
Is the Devils a fast team?
Yeah.
So he fits perfectly.
But I don't know. I would
He's just
have
like a
kept the picks.
Better version. Of
I don't know how they
Carl
got a first round pick for fucking Rick Nash. He has 18 goals. And he's just
good.
And he's
and
not
we're on
gonna-
a shitty team.
That's the breath.
And he's got hot lately. He started slow and he's been really good lately.
18 goals.
A first round pick,
not good.
Bolesky, Spooner, a 7th round pick, and some college defensemen.
I don't think any of the players are going to do anything. It's all about
I mean,
that first round pick.
Or no, it's not Bolesky and Spooner, is it?
But at least
Or
it
is
won't be.
McQuaid?
At least they won't have a lottery pick from the Bruins.
No, but we have a lot of picks. We're like you and my teams in fantasy football. We're stacked with picks this year.
You got 2 picks so far. 2 extra picks.
We got a 3rd from Bruins for what's his name? Who do we trade before Nash? I can't remember. Look it up.
Grabner?
What?
You traded Grabner before.
No, to the Bruins. We traded someone to the Bruins before Nash a couple days
Nick
ago.
Holden
Yes, Nick Holden for a fucking 3rd round pick.
and Rob something.
Yeah, Rob O'Gara. He's from Long Island. He's not really good, but
Bruins are stupid.
Rangers traded a 4th round pick for Holden, and we traded him for a 3rd. So traded them all while the market was hot.
I don't understand how they got a first round pick for Rick Nash.
Because he's a first-round type player.
He's not. No, based
not
on this.
good.
Yeah, he's not good.
The players are Bolesky and Spooner, yeah, and Ryan Lindgren.
He has 18 goals this year,
He's almost 34.
and he'll probably just go back to the
He's
Rangers
the type
anyway.
of player that has experience and can get you through the playoffs.
Doesn't he always fade away in the playoffs?
No, that's just a rumor. It's just a
Propaganda.
stereotype.
He's not worth the first round pick. So the Rangers.
He hasn't
Rangers
had more
gotta
than
steal.
40 points in a season since 2014.
40 points.
Yeah.
That's pathetic.
Last year he had 23 and 15. This year he has 18 and 10.
Good lord!
It's only not
2015 he had 15 and 21.
Wow.
His entire Rangers career, he's only had more than 42 points one year. He had a great year in 2014. We had 42 and 27.
Rangers have never have the guy who scores 30, 40 goals. They're always like around. Everyone's always around 20.
Yeah, but before he came to the Rangers, he was scoring.
Yeah, he was on the
30
Blue
goals.
Jackets where he was the only good player.
That should make him less likely to score if he's got more talent. Shouldn't he have more assists? He has 10 assists.
Well, he's not an assist guy, but I'm saying like
10 assists.
more people get goals.
He had a couple years where he had 30 to 40 assists.
Rick
Not
Nash
on the
is still
Rangers.
very good.
I wouldn't say very good. I don't think
He's
he's worth a
still very
first round
good.
pick.
How is a guy with 18 goals and 10 assists very good? Grabner's better than he is.
You don't. If you just watch the Rangers, you don't think Grabner's better than Nash.
How? He has less goals and less assists. How is he not better? Rick Nash
you know
is
how many goals Grabner has that are empty netters?
7.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has the most. He's in the top 5 of 5-on-5 goals for the last 5 years. So I don't understand how Rick Nash is worth a first round pick.
Well, according to Wikipedia, Nash's performance declined at the start of the 2015-16 season as he struggled to recapture his scoring pace from the previous season. This was further exacerbated by muscle spasms that caused him to miss 22 games.
It's not like you're asking for a first round pick and Bruins are like, no, he's not. You already got it. I'm just saying the Bruins gave up too
I don't
much.
think it was a bad. They gave up the.
makes
It was
no
pretty much a
sense.
first round pick. They
Usually,
gave up two
a guy at
players
the
that
trade
aren't
deadline
great.
is like somebody who's playing well on a team that sucks.
But he has
fucking-
the
he's-
experience they need, and
They don't. They have guys who've won the Stanley Cup. They don't need any.
yeah, Chara and Bergeron and Marchand.
I said recording session on Instagram, and Andrew said of gay sex.
You're making it seem like it was a terrible trade. It wasn't.
I think it was a
They're gonna
terrible
get-
trade for
I
the
wouldn't have
Bruins.
given up a
Bru-
first
I mean,
round
the,
pick.
the,
The Rangers are geniuses.
apparently
for
the
getting that.
2018 or this class is supposed to be really good. For
I
hockey.
haven't heard of it.
Well, I was saying the
I've
Rangers making
seen
that
on
trade
Twitter,
works
but-
out fantastic. For
But I'm
them.
saying
I
like,
can't
it's
believe
not
they got
like they're
first round
trading a
pick.
lottery pick. They're trading what could be one of the last picks in the first round.
Well, look
So
at
it's pretty much a second round pick.
Elias. He was the best player in his draft, and he didn't get taken till 50 something overall.
Well, yeah, Henrik Lundqvist was taken in the 7th round.
Yeah, so
I'm saying it
Rick
happens.
Nash
I'm
is
just
not
sa-
worth a first round pick.
I'm just saying at least that they didn't trade it it wasn't like the New Jersey Nets trading a lottery pick for fucking.
The Bruins are like, well, he did well 8 years ago in Columbus. Maybe we can recapture
I also think
that.
he fits well with the Bruins team.
I mean, does it matter? Whoever comes out of the Eastern Conference is just going to lose to Vegas. I mean,
I bet you Vegas doesn't even make it.
Probably not, but I hope they do.
there were apparently a bunch of trades that happened today.
Yeah,
Really?
The day before the deadline.
What else happened?
Tomas
I haven't checked
Plekanec got traded.
Thomas
Ooh, really?
Plekanec
Who?
To the Leafs.
it. Oh, Jesus.
The Leafs are also very interested in Ryan McDonough. He's the guy that's worth first round or top player because he's signed for 3 or 4 more years.
Mark Letestu got traded.
If the Rangers can
I
somehow
always
pull
call him
Nylander
Letestu,
or
baby.
Marner from Toronto, they're geniuses. If
Some
not, then they
Fucking-
need
So
a
the
lot
Leafs
of picks.
and the Bruins did something, but the Lightning didn't. So they're going to end up
Lightning are also in the mix for McDonough.
falling down.
The Predators have done a bunch today. Too.
Apparently, it's the Panthers for some reason. The Lightning and the Leafs are top for McDonough.
What else happened today?
Where do we think Erik Karlsson's going to go?
Nowhere.
He's going to sign whoever gives him the most money.
Is he a free agent this year?
Yeah.
I think because I don't think they're going to pay him.
The
The Devils should fucking sign him. They don't have anything on defense. Although he's not a bad defender, he just scores a shit.
He's
ton.
just more like an offensive guy who plays most of the game. I don't know.
Who else got traded? You said there was a
What,
bunch of moves.
I was telling you them.
Yeah, well,
said
then you
one.
stopped.
Mark Letestu got traded.
Yeah, he's not that good though. Where did he go? What
He's
team
on
was
the
he
Blue
even on?
Jackets.
Blue Jackets.
He's on the Blue Jackets now. Pontus Aberg is now on the Oilers, and the Predators got a 4th round pick.
Huh.
The Predators got Brandon Bolig and Troy Grosenick from
Yeah.
the Sharks for a 6th round pick.
No idea.
Anything worth talking about?
Other than Rick Nash? No, sir. How did the Penguins get Derek Brassard, by the way? Like, how do they keep
every
coming up with
year they get
money to
somebody
get
and
these
they
people?
I have no idea. They got Phil Kessel and all his money. I don't know
You
how
want
they
to talk about
always
how
do it.
good the Rangers are at trading? Look up the Zibanejad Brassard trade. We got a younger, better, cheaper player and a pick.
Hasn't really helped though.
Zibanejad, he's been good. He goes hurt a little, and the Rangers just suck this year. Last year he was awesome. He's quickly became my favorite Ranger.
Zibanejad?
Yeah,
Why?
because he's just fucking awesome. He's also
Nobody
a
else
DJ
is
on
any
the
good.
side. No, we still have Zook and Hank, and
What does Zuccarello have this year? Like 20 goals and 1 assist?
no, he usually gets way more assists than goals.
He was their leading goal scorer. I know that.
Wait, is
1 year.
he DJ Zibanejad or whatever on the side? What's his DJ name?
I don't remember.
You can't just say
DJ,
he's a
I think it's
DJ.
just called Mika.
Creative.
I don't know. I don't think he does it that seriously.
Wait, so how many assists do you think Zuccarello has this year?
I think he's at like 10 and 15. 10 goals, 15 assists, something like that. No one is good on the Rangers right now.
What do you say?
I mean, if that's he's probably got like 12 goals and -3 assists.
Yeah, he's got 10 goals, so you got that right. He has 33 assists.
See, I told you, he gets a lot of assists.
You said 15.
I know, but I thought you were underselling it. I'm saying throughout his career, he always gets more assists than goals.
Who's leading the Devils in goals?
I don't know, you're looking at the
Seriously?
Ranger
Fucking
page.
Taylor Hall.
Well, I'm done. I meant the Rangers. I was thinking Devils, but I meant Rangers.
Probably Grabner then, it was. If you said he's got a lot.
Yeah, I think he had 25 total.
25 with 7 empty netters is what? Do that math?
I don't know how you have 7 empty netters when your team is so bad.
Well, we weren't bad to start the season.
You were bad to start the season.
Then they got
and then you
really
got hot
hot.
for a little
yeah,
bit.
we were good. We weren't bad for that long.
Yeah, Grabner had 25 goals, 6 assists. Rick Nash was second with 18.
I don't know how he has 6 assists. He doesn't pass.
It's pathetic. That's why I always thought Crosby was better than Ovechkin. Crosby will give you like 30 goals and 70 assists. Ovechkin will score 50 and have you like 30 assists.
Yeah, but a lot of those goals are power plays too.
Crosby's not having that great of a year.
Well, the Penguins were bad for a long
I think
time.
Malkin is better this year.
Yeah, Malkin has 36 goals and 40 assists.
Did you even look up the Zibanejad trade?
Yeah, they got a second-round pick as well.
Yeah, and did you Broussard was worth way more money?
Well, and they stalled on doing the trade for a few weeks because they don't want to pay him a $2 million bonus.
Yeah, but still, worth it.
Yeah,
It's an unreal trade.
Phil Kessel's having a better year than Sidney Crosby.
The
Yeah,
fucking
Phil
Penguin
Kessel's
himself.
really good.
Looks like a penguin.
They're going to end up three-peating.
Who the hell's their goalie?
Matt Murray.
Fucking Murray.
I didn't realize Marc-Andre Fleury doesn't even play that much for Vegas. They split time.
Yeah, it's probably the smartest way to do it. Goalies seem to be overplayed a lot.
Like Lundqvist?
Yeah. Did you see Google Lundqvist's stats in back-to-back games? It's like in the second game, it's like he's the greatest goalie of all time. It's like I don't know why he even plays that many back-to-back games.
Well, I mean, you can't play the second of a back-to-back if you don't play the first.
I'm saying I don't know. Like usually you split back-to-back games. I don't know why he got that many opportunities.
Because you guys don't have any good backup goalies.
We've had amazing backup goalies. Cam Talbot was unreal. Antti Ranta was unreal.
Yeah, as a backup, though.
He just said we didn't have any good backup goalies.
Yeah,
Who do you have now that would be good enough to...
Well, we have fucking what's his name, Pavelek. He's not that good. And we just called up this kid who is now our backup, because Pavelek got hurt, and he actually I don't think he won either of the games, but he was very good.
Who else do the Rangers have to even trade now?
We have
Anyone.
McDonough. That's pretty much it.
They sent
Zuccarello
out
is
they
also
sent out
on
a
the block.
fucking letter saying, "Yeah,
We're rebuilding.
I'm sorry if you guys get upset. It's like you have to rebuild at some point. You guys were ass for fucking like 15 years before you guys got good. It happens."
Yeah, but it was nice that they sent out the letter. And then we went 2-0 after that, and we were like, this is the best rebuild ever. And I don't think we've won since.
They're ass. Hopefully, at least it's 5 years and down the line, like the Devils had to suffer through.
I don't know.
It might be quicker than that, though.
We have a
depending
lot
on-
of picks
Well,
this
if they're
year.
able
The
to
draft
give
is good.
fucking a guy who has 18 goals for a first-round pick, it'll probably be next year. Wish we could fucking do that.
I hope we keep Zook. I hope we trade Stahl, honestly. But
Why would
I don't know who's
anybody
gonna
want him?
He's not terrible.
Oh, it's like the last guy I would ever want.
Why?
I never trust him. He just always seemed like he would wilt in the fucking playoffs.
He's still like, what, 30? Maybe 29?
Worst of the Stahl brothers.
No, he's not. There's a terrible Stahl brother.
Eric and Jordan are the only ones playing in the NHL.
Well, did you
There's a
see
fourth.
Jordan
Yeah,
Stahl's
he's like the
infant
youngest
daughter
one who's not
died?
even- what?
Yeah,
His
Jordan
infant-
Stahl missed the last couple of games. His infant daughter died yesterday.
Jesus.
Like, she just got born or something. Really sad. When you said Stahl, that's what I started thinking of.
Wow.
I think of bathroom stalls, but
Never heard of SpongeBob, but Jordan Stahl's daughter just died.
And Eric Stahl, Mark Stahl. Isn't there a fourth Stahl?
Yeah, but nobody knows him because he doesn't play in the NHL.
he plays in the AHL, I think. Can you? People still know Cooper Manning. Can you?
That's 'cause he's on
Did you Google
Fox.
the Hank stats?
I couldn't find him.
It's on Twitter somewhere. I thought if you Google it, you could find it.
I did Henrik Lundqvist back-to-back, and all I got was him doing winning a back-to-back against the Bruins in December.
Yeah, it was. Actually, that's when I read the stat.
Hey, Matt, if Rick Nash is worth a first-round pick, can we trade Miles Wood for a first-round pick? Because he's had just as good a year as Rick Nash.
I don't want to trade Miles Wood. He's so fucking fast.
How about Brian Gibbons?
Yeah. Brian Gibbons got hurt, but he was leading our team in goals for a while.
Can we just talk about how good Nico's going to be in the future?
Who gets the Broadway hat if you never win?
No one. You don't get it after a win.
Too bad. You don't get it after a win?
I mean, after a loss.
Yeah, I mean, do they just throw it away? Do they
No,
put
the
it
same
in
guy keeps it
do
until
put
they
it-
win again and
they
gives
put
it to someone.
Do they put it? But if you never
Do the
win-
Devils not have that? Do
They
not
used to
have
do
a
like the
version
hard
of that?
hat for like the unsung hero of the game. I don't know. It's
Wow.
just stupid.
I know the
necessary. To do
Penguins
that.
used to give out like a rock.
I mean, besides
Looks
Taylor
stupid.
Hall would win it every single time.
Well, once you have it and you win a game, you give it to someone else.
I don't have to. What if you're the best fucking player on the ice?
You give it to somebody that helped you, like gave you an assist or something.
Yeah, I just scored 3 goals by myself without any
It's
help.
not
I'm gonna
like a
keep
thing where it's like it has to go to the best player. Sometimes they just give it to someone who, like, some guy played his first NHL game. They'll
Then,
give it
then
to
what's
him.
the point of it?
Oh my God, it's a camaraderie.
It's supposed to
thing.
go to like the best.
It's not like
person
it's
who
on
had the best
television.
game. That's what it's supposed
It's
to be.
whoever you want to
It's like
give
the
it to.
It's like, oh, you're the first star of the game. You tried really hard. Like what?
No, first 3 stars is given to by whoever scores the game.
Yeah.
The hat is just given to whoever the guy wants to give it to. It's a team building thing. It's not a
Yeah,
fucking
seems stupid.
serious. It's fun.
So if a guy didn't do anything, you could still get it.
If the guy actually wanted to give it to him, he could be like, I feel like once he was like, he gave it to him in a playoff game. He's like, a big block shot. Here you go. And everyone like started laughing and like
Wow.
was having a good time.
Have you seen how good Henrique is doing with the Ducks?
Is he doing anything? He had a nasty goal against the Devils.
He's got 14 goals.
Against Vatanen.
He's got 14 goals and 9 assists with the Ducks
Wow, wow, that's impressive.
in like 35 games.
I'm pretty. Is he a free agent next year? Bobby was telling me that we could just re-sign him, but I don't think we really need this center help. So I don't think because he still loves the team. He's all on Instagram talking to him and everything. I don't think he wants to stay out there.
Who wants to live in Jersey though?
You don't have to pump your own gas.
True.
I'm sure if you don't have to pump your own gas.
I have to check the fucking cap numbers. Talking about hockey for a while. People will probably quit. Ito and Zed is probably done.
He's a $4 million cap hit.
Where the fuck is he? Adam Henrique.
He had a 6-year
He
contract.
is not a free agent until 1920.
Yeah, so next year is his last year.
Yeah.
1920.
Bobby
To
was
the year
Bobby
1920.
was wrong on that one.
Bobby didn't know what team McDavid was on.
How?
I remember he was like trying to get us to go to WWE night, and he was like, "The Oilers, that should be a good game, right? Is that McDavid's team?" I was
Well,
like,
then he did kind of know.
I was like, "How are you not 100% sure?" He won't even listen to this.
Fucking
Where is-
Kovalchuk still costing $250,000 on the cap.
Can he just freaking come back?
I don't know. I don't understand how it would work. Like, I don't think he could get the same contract. I think he'd have to re-sign.
But
A
they
new
have
contract?
they have the rights to him if he ever wants to come back.
I don't know if that ever expires, but as of like this year, we had the rights to him, and we could have traded him. Or we're still paying Volchenkov, Camilleri, and Smith Pelly. Oh no, Volchenkov says 0. Camilleri's still getting 1.6 in a buyout.
How much is Smith Pelly getting?
$175,000.
God damn it.
Our highest paid player is Taylor Hall at $6 million. That's really good cap. Andy Green is at $5 million. We should have a shit ton of fucking money left.
Yeah, but to sign who?
There's got to be somebody out there. Fucking Eric Carlson. Fuck Shattenkirk. Let's bring in Carlson.
Shankirk's still hurt too.
He's not a free agent.
Who?
Carlson.
I thought you
Yes,
said
he
he
is.
was.
He's under contract next year.
Are you sure?
Is it 2 years he's a free agent? He's free agent soon.
Because he wants a new contract, and
He
they're-
said he's going to get
He's
paid.
a 7.5 base salary for 18-19 with a modified no trade clause.
I don't
Devils
know.
have
He's been talking about
7
trying to get paid when he's a free agent.
Devils still have $7 million left this year in cap space.
He signed a 7-year deal with the Senators back in 2012.
Because they're talking about trading him already. 'Cause they
So
don't wanna
next
pay
year
him.
would be his last year.
If he's already getting 7.5, I don't know how much more he's going to
He
get.
hasn't even had a good year this year, has he?
I mean, what is he going to ask for? Fucking McDavid money and get like 11 a year?
He's not worth that.
He's probably the best defenseman in the fucking league.
He's the best offensive defenseman, definitely. But
Well, nobody wants to pay a fucking defender $7 million a year. You got to score for that.
yeah, I know. But I'm saying he's not McDavid.
Well, he's
He
got
plays defense.
5 goals this year.
Yeah, but how many assists? He has
37.
yeah, that's pretty damn good.
He only has 5 goals.
Yeah.
Could be more. But I'm pretty sure he's still having a down year.
Yeah, the Senators are terrible.
Yeah, but when the Rangers have players have a down year and they're terrible.
Rick Nash had a down career with the Rangers. He was absolute trash.
That is true. He has had a down career with the Rangers.
I mean, when they
I mean,
traded
people
for
don't
him,
get better when they get older.
He was in his prime when he got traded to the Rangers, and
Yeah.
he sucked.
like Kovalchuk didn't have as good of numbers when he got to the Devils, but he didn't suck like that. Like he didn't decline terribly. Like Nash was like a top of the league scorer, and he did fucking nothing.
Well, when he went to the Devils, his first full year at the Devils, he had 60 points, Kovalchuk.
That's really good for the Devils. That translates to like 80 or 90 if somebody else.
His last year, he had 83.
The Rangers, no one gets a lot of goals on the Rangers. They all spread it out. It's
Devils
like
don't-
that every year.
Devils don't have a second or third this year, but they have an extra 5th round pick this year, and then
That's
an
gonna
extra
come in
3rd
handy.
round pick next year. They should have.
So I think the Rangers have 2 firsts, 2 seconds.
We're also
2
not
thirds.
healthy. A lot of our guys are missing. Johansson still hasn't skated after that fucking douchebag Marchand.
Chris Kreider finally
Prick.
played again.
How long was he out for?
A while with blood clots. Or some
Jesus.
shit. Yeah. I think he had to get a part of his rib removed.
That
Apparently
just
Phil
sounds
Hughes
painful.
had that or something, and he wears it around his neck.
Yep.
It's like a necklace.
Phil Hughes had that surgery like twice or something.
But he wears his
The
rib
bottle
around
rocket?
his neck.
He had the bottle rocket. Does he really wear his rib around his neck?
Apparently.
Is that like Kurt Turk Wendell? He used to wear the shark teeth.
Kurt Turk Wendell.
Kurt Turk.
Kurt Turk.
Kurt Turk.
How bad? Speaking of
It's
Kurt,
a
how
herp
bad
Turk.
was Kurt Angle trying to talk about the Elimination Chamber the other night?
You didn't. You fucking idiot weren't watching. It
Oh,
was
then you had me
hilarious.
go back and watch it. I
He
thought
had a stroke. He's like, I just
he
paused
couldn't-
for a minute.
What couldn't you remember?
Did you see when they rehired Braun? I saw it on Botchamania. He said Stephanie McRan.
McRae.
Stephanie-
Did you hear that when it happened?
I mean, I don't pay attention.
Oh,
to
that was so
Stephanie
funny.
McRan has called and she has rehired you,
Yeah, people are going nuts on
and he's
Twitter.
still better than Booker.
Stephanie McRan.
I can't believe Booker and Corey worked everyone. They worked
Yeah, that was crazy.
everyone.
Why, it was fake?
Yeah.
You didn't hear that?
No.
Matt, tell him.
Booker T just started doing it, and Corey was like texting him. He was just like, "That's just what Booker does," and everyone was like, "Holy shit, he's gonna kill him!" And then Booker's just like, "Yeah, it's all fake. I was just busting his chops." And
That's
he called
awesome.
into his radio show. Like
That's
Booker just did
hilarious.
that on his own because you're just being a fucking idiot.
Did you see when the top 10 came out and the New Day was ranked 6 or whatever? It was like 6 out of 10. So that's what I give like Corey Graves a chance at a street fight. I don't know why I did a JBL impression there, but
The top 10 list is the biggest. Did you see the list?
way
Did
they
you see the
voted
list I
tie
tweeted
10.
about the top 10 NXT matches of all time?
How?
Sasha and Bailey from Brooklyn 1 wasn't on there, but their Iron Woman match was.
Well, you figured why they had the Iron Woman match on there.
'Cause it was the first
Because
ever.
it was the first
but
ever.
that doesn't make it a good match.
Yeah.
It wasn't even close.
Please tell me Gargano and Almas.
That was number 1. They
Where-
had Sammy and Neville on. I'll just pull it up.
Sammy and Neville did. That was an underrated.
Yeah, bring
feud
that up
match.
because if DIY versus the Revival isn't on there,
Which one?
Their 2 out of 3 falls match was in the top
That match was fucking amazing.
that was the one where the DIY finally won the
in
titles, wasn't
Toronto.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it bad that I can remember all the best NXT matches, but I couldn't tell you a good
Cesaro and Sami Zayn was on there.
2 out of 3
That was
falls
number
or the other
10.
one?
Oh, this isn't it. It was the WWE.com list. So you know it's fucking stupid.
That's true.
I gotta fucking find it.
I'm sure fucking Tyler Bate and
That was number
Pete Dunne was
4.
on it. Was Velveteen and Black on it? Because I think that match was actually better than
Definitely.
Dunn and Bate.
That match told a good story.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Have you seen Velveteen's been speaking out about all the indie guys that have been getting signed?
Yeah, I can't tell if that's a shooter or work.
I feel like it has to be a work because
They would have fired him.
Yeah, exactly. Leo Rush got in trouble for less.
Top 10 matches at NXT TakeOver. Sammy versus Cesaro at
it's the NXT Takeover.
our rival.
Yeah, I don't think anything on the TV was going to make it.
I mean, maybe Balor or Nakamura that one time, which I never actually watched. Asuka versus Ember at Brooklyn 3 was number 9. I don't remember it being that great, but
Wait, Brooklyn. I don't remember the
Authors
match
Are Pain versus DIY versus Revival at Orlando is
that was
number 8.
really good.
7 is the Fatal 4-Way with Sasha, Becky, Charlotte, and Bayley.
That match was fucking amazing. That was
6
way
Was
better
that
than
before
the Iron
Becky
Woman.
had orange hair?
Yes.
She has like it's sort of brownish.
Because I think once Sasha won, she feuded with Becky, and that's when she died.
6 was Sammy versus Nakamura in Dallas.
I didn't even think that was that great of a match.
It was. It was just the
my
only
God,
bad
it
part
was
was that it was
fucking
obviously
incredible.
Nakamura was winning.
It's incredible, especially being there. And then DIY versus the Revival, 2 out of 3 falls. Number 5.
How's that 5?
Number
'Cause
4
there's
is
4 great ones.
Tyler Dunn and Pete Bate.
Tyler Dunn.
I was gonna say Tyler Dunn and Pete Bate, but I figured you'd probably think I actually fucked up.
Probably.
3 Sammy versus Neville for
I don't know why that's
our
3,
Evolution
but-
when he finally won.
But that one was
Bailey
amazing.
versus
That's
Sasha.
a great story.
30-minute Iron Woman match. Just Brooklyn one doesn't even make it. Get the fuck out of here. And then Almas versus Gargano.
I would put the 4-way way ahead of the Iron Woman.
I
That
would-
match
is
wasn't
so
even
good.
good.
I wouldn't
Iron
have
Woman wasn't even
Zayn
that
versus
good.
Neville being top 3.
I mean, it was pretty emotional. Sammy finally
It was
fucking won.
such a good story. That and the Velveteen Black match were probably
the
the two
fucking-
best stories.
Get the Iron Woman match out of there. Replace that with Brooklyn 1, and then that's fine. Then the other ones I don't have a problem with.
Authors of Pain versus DIY versus the Revival.
I don't know how fucking Blake and Murphy versus the Vaudevillains at Brooklyn isn't on here.
How was Asuka versus Ember Moon on there?
I didn't think.
I
that
don't
was
even
there.
remember that match. That's
There was
I
one
remember
where
their stinker at Orlando.
Ember came close in Brooklyn. I don't really remember it though.
Well, did everybody hear that Bianca Belair got hurt?
Who?
Did you
Which
see
one
the
is that?
feud they got into with fucking Mandy Rose over the hair flip?
Yep.
And then Goldust came to his defense, and then fucking Vontez Burfict came to her defense.
Is it fake?
No, it's real.
She was like, "Don't do the hair flip. You're not gonna be me or whatever." And then Goldust was like, "Who the fuck is this bitch?" And then Montez Ford is like, "I'm a fucking Marine. I'll kill you." It was
Remember when you
fucking
were like,
stupid.
"Yeah, Montez Ford's a skinny little bitch," and I was like, "Yeah, he's actually a former Marine." Like months later,
That doesn't mean he's not a skinny little bitch.
probably pretty strong.
Yeah, but he's still skinny.
Dude, did you see the card for the first round for the Dusty Classic?
Yeah,
For
they-
not a lot of big tag team names, those matches should all be very good.
Yeah,
Well,
not
they
as
actually
good.
changed the brackets.
Who
was supposed to be
what do you
in-
mean,
what
the
matchups?
Because
matchups
Wesley
or-
Blake and Steve Cutler, the Forgotten Sons, were
Yeah,
in that.
they were the first.
Yeah, and they're-
first person to qualify or to say they were in it, and then they're not in it.
Yeah, they're not even in it anymore.
Good.
They switched them out with Oni Lorcan, Danny Burch
Yeah, that's a
versus
good
the
team.
Mustache Mountain.
That should be a really good match.
Who's gonna win? Because they get a tag title
I
shot.
honestly think the Street Profits might be in the finals. Others of Pain are going to lose in the first round to fucking.
Street Profits versus fucking Red Dragon. Hell yeah, I'd do that.
Hold on, let me look up the bracket. and We're going to talk about it.
Authors of Pain won already.
Is it? Did they have a match already?
Pretty much all those first round matches have already happened.
I thought only like a couple of them.
I want to do to the.
I don't want to know what happens.
I want
Fuck
to talk
you.
about the fucking Vince McMahon editing the commentary.
Oh, we
Alright.
gotta get to that.
Hold on. All right, let's see if Wikipedia has it updated with the standings. Yeah, it did. Street Profits beat Heavy Machinery.
Good, I don't care about this. I'm gonna take a
I
piss.
hate Heavy Machinery.
Sanity beat Tino Sabatelli and Riddick Moss.
Didn't they break up too? I think they broke up. No, they can't. I think Tino broke up with him.
Who's the face?
I think Riddick Moss is the face.
Good. Riddick Moss is actually funny. TM61 lost to the Authors of Pain. Okay,
Which makes
never
no
mind.
goddamn sense.
Why?
Well, they're not called TM61 anymore.
They're not, but on Wikipedia, it
They're
still
called
says
what? The Mighty now? Because there used to be the Mighty Don't Kneel.
They're fucking terrible. I don't get why they're over. They don't. I thought when they came in, they were like this high flying tag team.
They're not.
They're not. They don't do anything.
They should be high flying.
They do this stupid hand gesture. That Matt was like, "What the fuck is that?"
They should be high flying.
Remember
but
in
they're
the
not.
Royal Rumble, you were like, "What the fuck is that hand gesture that TM61 was doing?" Okay, he doesn't care. Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch did not face Mustache Mountain yet. I hope Mustache Mountain wins.
Who's in that? Bait and who?
7.
That's terrible.
Trent, what? How is that terrible?
This whole tournament is fucking. Nobody cares.
I didn't
I do. I
realize
think this is
Bianca
some good
Belair is
stuff.
engaged to Montez Ford.
Yeah, why do you think he was defending her? Just wants to fuck
You want
her.
to hit that?
So yeah, I'm kind of upset. It's only 8 teams
It should be
this
more.
year. They should have brought in new people.
Yeah, well, this is fucking Brittany Kaiser's
How did
house,
the
and
Ely
I really,
brothers-
really want to fuck her.
What?
Dr. Kaiser.
How did the Ely brothers not make it? You even know who that is? We saw them.
Oh
at
yeah, the fucking twins.
the tall black twins. Them versus the Street Profits. Couldn't tell who was who.
Fat Shield.
Fat Shield. You're fat.
Fucking Akam and Razor.
You know who the Fat Shield are?
No.
That's what
Authors of Pain.
Griff called the Authors of Pain.
Because they were the fucking best.
Are we done talking about this stupid bracket?
Bianca Belair hurt her neck the other night.
So who wins? You think
Sucking
Authors of
off
Pain win
Montez
again?
Ford, or was it wrestling?
Are they dating?
They're engaged.
I don't even know who Bianca Belair is.
Bel Air.
Bianca Belair. She was in the Mae Young Classic.
Yeah, I didn't watch.
Well, she was wrestling Ember at the house show and took the Eclipse wrong and hurt her neck.
Good.
They had to end the match.
Jesus.
She kicked out, and then the ref still ended the match. She kicked out of the Eclipse,
How
and
does
the ref
she
like, no, it's
kick
over.
out? She fucking sucks.
Yeah, why would she kick out of the Eclipse?
All she does
She
is
kicked
the
out.
hair whip,
She shockingly kicked out of
and then
the...
she fucking nays.
So who wins? Do you think Authors of Pain win and continue that feud?
I think they win, they lose, and then they go to the main roster
They
the next
win,
day.
they
win
lose.
the Dusty Classic,
So you
lose
think they're
again.
going to go back-to-back Dusty Classic champs?
Who else is any good?
I think
Street Profits.
They got to
They're
push
not
the Street
that good,
Profits.
though.
Though.
But aren't the Street Profits heels?
They're still undefeated.
No,
No,
they're
undefeated. I'm
really
pretty sure
over.
still.
Yeah, against Riddick Moss and Tino
or
Sabatelli.
They've
or do
wrestled
you just
over.
go for it and have Mustache Mountain?
No. What? No. Those are you make those singles guys. I don't know why Trent Seven has yet to be on television ever.
And this was Bianca getting hurt.
Yet she kicks out.
Why would she kick out even if she didn't get hurt? Explain that.
She
to
took
me.
it terribly,
Oh, what an
I have
idiot!
to
then
see-
watch.
I have
Why
to
did
see
she
this
turn
now.
around?
Thanks for just showing it to him.
and she kicked out.
Why did she turn around?
She's also not in a good spot.
Look, she goes
Watch,
that
watch.
way and then she turns around. It didn't even look that painful.
And I don't understand why would
And she kicked out.
why would she kick out in the
Well, but then the ref called it and said that she pinned her.
oh, so she's an idiot.
She probably got concussed. And
Yeah, she probably got concussed and didn't know what the hell was going on.
Oh, it just sounded like your chair.
Yeah, I thought your chair just broke.
Remember how Vince McMahon would add booze to the crowd for Roman?
Yep.
Well, he's been
He'd
doing
add
that.
booze?
Maybe you cheers.
Yeah, cheers. Yeah, you know. You want to. How did this even come about? Did you tell me they did something? Did you read something about this?
I read something about the 92 Rumble, then you went back and...
So the original commentary is this: when Hogan eliminates or tries to eliminate Flair, and then Sid comes up from behind him and eliminates him.
This is the original.
Yeah.
Look at Justice just watching. Flair once again hooking up on rope and looking from behind. Oh, Justice got rid of Hawk.
You see how there's a lot of cheers? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
I don't like the looks of things now.
What did people not want Hogan to win?
The people are happy that Sid eliminated him.
People were getting sick of Hogan, and then this is what the replay was on Saturday Night's Main Event whenever this aired.
Take a look at Justice just hanging out in the corner. Biding his time here from behind. Look at this, I don't believe it. Slipped up like a thief in the night from behind and dumped the holster.
Half of it sounds.
And
fake,
they
but
made
also
they
doesn't.
made Gorilla Monsoon change his commentary to call Sid out. It's the Royal Rumble, and he went up from behind him to eliminate him, and he's calling it bad.
Wait, was Sid not already eliminated at that point?
No, remember
Oh, I thought he came back in.
Hogan pulls Sid out.
Oh yeah.
Remember Hogan does the heel move and eliminates Sid.
This is the one where what Flair won?
Yeah.
They made him say, they made Gorilla say, yeah, well, at least be a man and face him. That, what? It's a Royal Rumble. Doesn't matter if you're friends.
Why were they friends? Was Sid a big face back then?
He was supposed to, yeah, he was a face at this point.
So they added it to make it sound like people booed, because you could see people jumping in the crowd cheering when he got eliminated. So people were starting to get sick
Was
of Hogan.
Flair over back then in this Rumble? Did people want him to win?
I mean, it's Ric Flair. He just came over from WCW. So
It was the greatest night in the history of his life.
With a tear in his eye?
yeah.
So I'm looking at the Royal Rumble 92. I just got to tell you some of the people that entered this match.
the best one.
We think
No, actually, this year's was the best.
we
one.
think
You know.
when we
It
don't
actually
have
was.
as many
How
surprise
is that the
entrants and
best
things
one?
like that.
This year's was so good.
Oh, how?
Just the overall booking of it all was fucking awesome.
They didn't do anything.
The fucking Baron Corbin taking everyone out, Elias coming in.
Yeah, I don't. That's
Almas,
not, that doesn't make
Adam
this-
Cole.
92 is the best Rumble.
Okay, well, it's
92 is the best Rumble, really?
Yeah. None of the other ones did anything. This was for the title. Flair came in at number 3. Hogan was
Triple
in
H won the title and won. It sucked.
it. Yeah, it's because it's Triple H.
You don't
And-
even like Ric Flair.
Yeah, but he came in at number 3. Triple H came in at fucking 30.
So
And they also made Roman come in at 1 and fucking lose at the end.
He lost to
And he didn't even.
28.
He spent less time in that Rumble than Sasha spent in hers.
all right,
Fucking loser.
British Bulldog was number 1. Who do you think drew number 2 in the 92 Rumble?
Bret Hart.
I don't remember who this was. Fucking DiBiase.
It was. How long did DiBiase last in the match?
Wasn't it immediate? Didn't he get eliminated right away?
Minute and 18 seconds.
Yeah, pretty soon.
Then Ric Flair, Jerry Sags, Haku,
So it's just like normal roster guys.
Shawn Michaels, Tito Santana, the Barbarian.
They didn't do surprises back then.
Texas Tornado.
It wasn't like
The
they're
Repo
like
Man.
Mid-level job.
The
guys.
Repo Man eliminated Greg Valentine and Nikolai Volkov.
Hey, Repo
Oh,
Man was
good
getting his
job,
push.
Barry.
Big Boss Man, Hercules, Roddy Piper, Jake Roberts, Jim Duggan.
Roddy Piper had a
IRS.
chance to win both titles that night. He won the IC title earlier from the Mountie.
Undertaker was only in the match for 13 minutes, was eliminated by Hogan. The only person
course
that
he
Undertaker
was.
eliminated was Jimmy Snuka.
Yeah, set up that feud.
Randy
No, he already
Savage,
fought him.
Berserker, Virgil, Colonel Mustafa, Rick Martel. Hulk Hogan came in at 26.
Yep.
But why was this so bad? Like, these are all just guys that you would expect.
Okay, 27 through 30. 27 was Skinner. 28 was Sergeant Slaughter. 29 was Sid Justice. I love how he was Sid Vicious in WCW, Sid Justice in WWE.
Yep.
And then the Warlord at number 30. The Warlord.
Yeah, Warlord.
Is that the worst number 30 in the history of Rumbles?
Rey Mysterio.
No, Rey Mysterio was bad. Big Show was pretty bad.
Well, Rey Mysterio just because everyone was expecting Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
But now look at the pop Rey Mysterio got when he came back this year.
Daniel Bryan was already.
I don't think
Eliminated
people were
at that
expecting a
level.
surprise, and I don't think anyone cared about Rey.
Oh, that's right, because that was the year Daniel Bryan got eliminated and
Like,
everybody
in the
wanted
middle
to
of the
kill
Rumble.
people.
From Bray Wyatt.
No, wasn't that 16? That was the one we were at when Bray Wyatt eliminated him.
Yeah, that was in Philly, and isn't that when Ray came out?
That
That's
was-
when Roman won, isn't it?
Definitely not Rey Mysterio.
Oh no,
Rey Mysterio was like 13 or 12, something like
Oh.
that. That was way in the past. That was a fucking bad one.
Triple H was number 30 in 2016.
Yeah, I know.
no,
Fucking.
it was 2015.
There's no way Rey Mysterio returned because
He
he was
didn't-
already out of the company. He didn't return when he was number 30. He was just
No,
there.
yeah, I thought that
he was just
he
30.
was still in the company.
Dolph was number
in
30.
2015.
Dolph was number 30 in
Definitely not.
2015.
Didn't Rey Mysterio leave in like 2012?
He left in like 2016.
Mysterio?
2014 was Mysterio being number 30. That's when Batista won.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What a fucking waste.
When everyone wanted Roman to win,
When Daniel Bryan got
he wasn't even in the.
he
match,
wasn't even
was
in the match. That's why everyone was expecting Daniel Bryan to be number 30. And he wasn't even in the Rumble.
Did he have a match that night? Face Kane or something?
He lost to Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt, okay. Yeah, and everyone wanted Roman to beat Batista, and then a year later they wanted Rusev to beat Roman.
Well, now Rusev is all over with Rusev Day, and he hasn't even been on SmackDown in 3 weeks.
He's been on Mixed Match. That's why they didn't want to give him a. How about Lana's first ever win?
She was bad though from the start.
Is
She's
against
she's a
Bayley.
terrible wrestler.
Oh, and 3 years ago tomorrow, Rey Mysterio will have left the WWE. 3 years ago tomorrow.
You guys
only
thought he
been
left
3
at
years.
16?
I thought he left in 16. I was off by a year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not that
idiots.
big of a deal.
Well, CM Punk left, what, like 6 years ago?
14.
He's going to have his
WrestleMania
next fight
30.
soon.
Yeah, he fucking sucks. He'll
Wait,
get beat
Lana's
up.
terrible.
How long do you
She's
guys think we've been on the podcast?
Awful.
An hour and 15 minutes.
What?
An hour and 12 minutes.
He saw it.
No, I didn't. How could I have seen it?
It's an hour and 13.
I said
Yeah.
15.
That's pathetic. We've talked about a bunch of shit and we're fucking not even.
Wait, so the Mixed Match Challenge. I thought
Mixed
it was
Max?
Mixed
I stopped
Match
watching.
Challenge. I
I
thought
don't
it was
care.
good at the beginning.
It's very good. They just do like funny shit. It's not like serious.
Well, no,
Well,
it's like the
matches have
promos.
gotten
The
worse each
promos that
week.
they've done have been good, except the last round were pretty terrible.
Well, the
I
best
didn't watch the Bayley
the best
one,
promos
that's it.
ones are Bailey and Elias and fucking Sammy and fucking Becky were hilarious. Like,
And Braun and
Charlotte and
Liz.
fucking
Braun and-
Charlotte and Roode are terrible. They're fucking awful.
Oh, yeah, the Robe Warriors.
They're
a
fucking
funny name.
awful.
Biggie and Carmelo are pretty funny.
Charlotte sucks.
Asuka and Miz is awesome, and so is Braun and Alexa.
Naomi and Uso had some good promos.
But not, anything that Uso says is terrible to Matt because he doesn't like the way they talk.
Well, notice how the ones he said were the best were Bailey's and Sammy. So
They were hilarious. Did you
Sammy
watch
and
any
Becky
of
were
them?
hilarious. I didn't watch Bayley in that match. But
Talking about
Alexa,
their promos.
Alexa and Braun were
I'm saying I didn't-
hysterical.
well, if I didn't watch the match, I didn't watch the promo.
What are you talking
They've had the promos
about?
on Raw.
Well, they meant
What
the
are you
promo they did
talking
before the
about?
match.
Oh no, I meant just
They
like all
don't
the
do
hype
promos before the
promos.
match. They just
Didn't
start
they sing
the
a
match.
song?
That's not a promo. They started singing for like 30 seconds and like someone came out.
I mean,
I wouldn't know. I didn't watch.
it's not as good as Braun singing.
The
No.
promos were just her trying to hug Elias. It was funny. Bailey and Becky and Sammy had good ones.
Sasha and Finn didn't do anything. The Road Warriors are awful.
Why? Finn did the dance, and it was pretty funny. hates Sasha, so he hates it.
Asuka and Miz are pretty
Yeah,
good.
they did one promo and it wasn't memorable, so
I just said it was funny when he did the dance, and you said it wasn't.
I didn't say anything. I just said I have no reaction to that. 'Cause they
Asuka
should've
and Miz.
lost.
Asuka and Miz are going
Asuka
to
and
win.
Miz had the best promos.
Asuka shouldn't talk.
Yeah, she shouldn't talk. Neither
They
should
made her talk
she-
for like a fucking full 5 minutes.
Nakamura shouldn't talk either.
He's much better than Asuka is, though.
Still not good.
He can speak English, and he can surf.
They
I
shouldn't
mean-
ask Asuka questions. They should just let her say no one's ready for Asuka.
Asuka still cuts better promos than Bailey.
Yeah, better promos than Miz. I'd rather listen to her than the Miz.
The Miz cuts amazing.
Intercontinental title should be in the main event of WrestleMania.
Should.
It
No,
should.
It shouldn't. Well,
It was.
defend it on Raw occasionally. Then
He does. He defended
When?
him and Roman. Well, Roman
he
was
he
defending
beat
it.
he won it from Roman.
Yeah,
Has he
they had a
defended
bunch
it
of
since?
matches together.
No. When was the last time he defended it when he had it?
Well, who's he going to
No
feud
idea.
with? They have to.
Anybody.
He's in the main. He's in
There's
the
a U.S.
chamber.
Fucking Bobby Roode sucks, and he's doing an open challenge. Miz, do
Because Bobby
something.
Roode isn't in the
because
Fastlane
he's-
main event.
Why do you think they don't want? Fucking Miz is in there. Just I don't know why he's in
Because he's a
there.
good.
Because
he's-
Jason Jordan's hurt.
It's also because he
Well, they
deserves
also-
it.
they need
he
a
deserves
heel.
to be in a main event.
He's there because they don't have any other heels.
Well, Jason Jordan. If
That's
Jason
the only
Jordan
reason they
wasn't hurt.
turn Roman heel is because if he's a face, he's got very few guys he's going to feud with.
It'll be what they need to do is turn Roman heel and give him Paul Heyman.
no.
They're not
Then
going to.
he'll never get better.
He needs to learn to talk.
And people would cheer him with Paul Heyman.
No, they wouldn't.
They
They
would
would-
cheer
they-
Paul Heyman.
They would cheer Paul Heyman. They'd still boo the shit out of Roman Reigns.
Yeah, nobody would believe anything Paul Heyman says, especially if he was just coming from Brock, who actually beats the shit out of people.
But
It's
Paul
not like
Heyman's,
Roman can't beat the shit out of people.
Paul Heyman's
No,
too
he has
good to
to
not be on
fucking
TV.
try and murder them.
If Brock's leaving soon, potentially.
He's not gonna go. yeah.
Brock would be an idiot to
Did
leave.
you guys
Just take
watch the
easy
video I
money.
sent you of Paul Heyman on TMZ?
Yeah, and then Paul Heyman disputed that.
He was like, "I'm gonna get Enos Canner and Aaron Judge." I was like, "You and Enos Canner is a fucking winning team. I love it." Him and Judge though, he would actually make Judge promos. I'm gonna call them promos, not interviews. Judge promos enjoyable.
Yeah, because Judge is fucking is about as entertaining as fucking Raimi.
He's just like
Still
yeah,
more
we-
entertaining than Derek Jeter.
He's like
Yeah.
Aaron Judge. You just hit a 700-foot home run. How do you feel? We had Severino pitch a great game
We had a
today.
good team win.
But guy, I don't want to listen to him talk. I just want to watch him play baseball. Don't ever interview him.
He's such a just too nice of a guy. He's like Randy. Just too nice.
Yeah, but Jeter was that same way, but he's a douche.
in real life,
Yeah, he's a fucking baseball's not real life.
I'm just saying like outside of interviews and stuff.
Jeter's
He's
a dick.
Aaron Judge is just a nice dude.
I'm glad Jeter has nothing to do with our team anymore.
He's
Get him the fuck
you see,
outta
hear
here.
him say he just doesn't miss baseball anymore, playing at all.
Who? Jeter?
Like not big games, not little games, not spring training. He doesn't miss it at all.
I'm shocked. He seems like that was all that he ever wanted to do and never wanted to do anything else.
Did you hear that when they were doing the thing in Mohegan with Michael Kay? He was like, yeah, Paul O'Neill says he always misses the playoffs and the big games. Like, well, that's good for Paul. Like, I don't.
Yeah, Derek's not a good guy.
He also was like, yeah, we haven't been to talking about as a Marlin. He's like, we haven't been to the playoffs since 2003, which is painful for me to say because they beat us.
Yeah, good job, Derek.
So does everybody realize that Chad Green is being used as a starter in spring training?
He's always tried as a starter, and then they realize it doesn't work.
Well, they need to just abandon that plan right now because he was nasty in the bullpen.
I know.
We hired Nick Swisher.
That's why I feel like the Red Sox should just make David Price
Why do
a
we need
full-time reliever.
more coaches?
Well, he's a special advisor to Brian Cashman.
That's like the worst job you can have. You didn't do anything. So it's like an honorary title. Yeah,
So
you're
it's like, you know this guy? Is he nice?
you're a special advisor.
There's 4 special advisors to Cashman: Alex Rodriguez, Reggie Jackson, Hideki Matsui, and Nick Swisher.
Yeah, one of those
Matsui,
things just
Asian
doesn't
guys.
belong there.
A-Rod's just the man.
One of those guys doesn't belong there.
I think Goose Gossett should be too.
And that's Nick.
Wait,
Yeah,
who was the fourth? Swisher?
Swisher,
Matsui.
Jackson,
Oh, Jackson.
Matsui, and
What is Reggie Jackson going to do?
Marvel at.
he's another
Stan.
piece of shit human. I've seen him yell at
Have your
fans.
fucking ball.
He's a dick.
Good luck next year.
He's an actual
Have you
douche.
seen basketball?
Yes.
Okay, good.
He's-
So I was quoting eating the tinfoil.
He's better than Goose Gossett, who's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Why was Goose Gossage do for the team?
Well, he
Nothing
doesn't
anymore.
do anything. They
Okay.
wouldn't bring him back this year, and he
What did
ripped
he do?
Brian
Pitching,
Cashman.
assistant pitching coach?
Well, you didn't see the shit he said last year,
I might have. I don't remember.
where people were comparing him to Mariano Rivera, and he said it's an insult to him that Mariano Rivera's compared to him because he pitched more than 1 inning. Rivera's just a 1-inning pitcher.
I just don't think he gets how times change. And
And
how-
then when Cashman didn't invite him back to spring training this year, he ripped Cashman.
wasn't Goose also a starter for a while and then went to like a long reliever?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Who was the other? There was like a long reliever that either he replaced or replaced him after. I forget. I've watched his Yankeeography once, and I can't remember. There was another good reliever that was around the same time.
Ron Davis.
I have no idea.
The fuck is a Ron Davis?
He was our 7th inning guy.
I want to hear you guys way too soon MLB predictions.
Ike Davis is his son.
We didn't have a podcast for like 3 months, and we're fucking stretching this shit out.
I already wrote mine, and you're gonna laugh at me who I have in the World Series, but I think it could happen.
Yankees are probably gonna go 12-4. I think.
12-4.
Make it to the Super Bowl. So whatever picks you hear now, you can pretty much bank on the opposite of happening. I think the Astros are gonna go back to the World Series.
All right, give me your. Let's just go by division. Who do you think?
I have to.
Give me the AL East. Give me the order.
Order. Red Sox, Yankees, Blue Jays, Orioles, Rays.
Really still picking the Red Sox ahead of us?
Yeah.
JD Martinez isn't even officially on that team.
Red Sox have a better pitching than the Yankees.
No, they do not.
We have way more
All
questions
right,
in our
Chris
pitching.
Sale, great for every month except the last month. David
Who-
Price, awful. Rick Porcello, awful.
David
Who's the
Price
other one they
can't
have?
be worse though.
Who's the other one they have?
Price can't be worse.
The other decent guy. Who's the other decent?
Pomerantz.
Is all right.
The Yankees should be if they came with
Severino, Tanaka,
They came
CC
within
is better.
Injury.
If they came within
They-
2 games last year, they should.
How
win
long
the
was
division.
Tanaka out last game? Last year, one start.
Yeah, all of them have injury concerns.
Everyone has injury concerns when you're a
So does
major
Da-
league pitcher.
Chris Sale doesn't.
So does David Price.
Because I almost said Chris Price. I
Price.
don't even know what that means. Chris Sale pitches so many innings. He doesn't get hurt, but he wears down. And look up his splits. His last month is always the worst. He always gets overpitched every year.
Yankees have the better bullpen. Red Sox have the better closer.
Doesn't matter. We have the better overall pitching.
yeah, our bullpen's a lot better. I think our
Our starters are better.
Yankees.
They have one better
Offensively-
starter than us.
Offensively, we have more power.
They have no power and added one guy. That doesn't make them have better power. No, I'm not saying you said that, but I'm
We were
saying like,
also
people are like,
we
now
were
they're going to hit home runs. No,
we were-
one guy's going to hit
We
home
were
runs.
terrible on the road. We were 1 game under 500.
That's the problem.
But
We're
we
good
were
at Yankee
so good at
Stadium.
home.
All we do is hit home runs. We need to have a better balanced lineup, which is
We
going
have
to be
Greg
hard.
Bird now, who's an overall good hitter, though,
Well,
and hits power.
Bird and Sanchez are the 2 best hitters on the team
They are.
if they actually stay healthy and do what they're supposed to do.
Yep.
Sanchez should have less pressure on him this year.
We'll have Didi for a whole
Fucking
whole
Didi.
year.
I love Didi. And he's not even top 10 shortstops in baseball. Somebody explain that to me. We'll get back to that.
Fucking
No, we'll get
buster.
back. All right, so you have Red Sox, Yankees, Jays, O's, Rays.
Even I'm gonna pick the Yankees to
Yes.
win the division.
I have Yankees, Sox, Orioles, Jays, Rays. Should write this down so we can compare.
Yeah, hold
but
on.
we're allowed to change it until the regular season starts.
Rays are finishing last. I
Wait,
think.
wait. I got to open up a spreadsheet here, guys.
I'm gonna say Jays, Rays, Jays, Orioles, Rays.
To start, that's number 1 is Jays.
Orioles finished fucking dead last year. Holy shit.
They did. They really tanked.
Tampa Bay finished 3rd.
Weren't they gonna make the playoffs? Like, weren't they like thinking about trading for pieces?
No.
I thought the Orioles were good last year.
And what'd Matt say?
Yankees, Red Sox, Jays, Orioles, Rays.
Did you get mine?
You were Yankees, Red Sox, Orioles, Jays, Rays.
Yes.
The Rays are going to be historically bad, I think.
How
I think
about-
they're going to be laughably bad,
How about the Jays signing Jaime Garcia for like $10 million?
which is ridiculous.
Terrible.
That's why the Yankees have not tried to sigg Lance Lynn or Alex Cobb. If Jaime
They're
Garcia
not even that good.
can get fucking $10 million a year to be terrible.
The Mets signed who did the Mets sign for $8 million? Much better pitcher.
Did
Oh
the
my
White,
God, I know
did,
I
did the White
can't-
Sox improve
just-
last year or this year?
The White Sox, they have the best prospects in baseball.
Yeah, they're rebuilding. They're still
Yeah.
going to finish probably last.
Detroit finished last year
Yeah, no, I don't have them.
That's
finishing
true.
on. Who do they?
because the Royals lost some of their
The
best
Mets signed a
players.
starting pitcher.
Who did the Mets just sign?
Fucking goddamn Vargas.
Jason
Yes.
Vargas, thank you.
AL wins leader.
Why didn't we sign him?
First half will be great, and then they'll bring up Zach Wheeler for the second half, or he'll start the second half. I think that's a great signing for them for cheap. All right, so next is the Central. I have Indians, Twins, White Sox, Royals, Tigers.
Did the Tigers improve at all? Because the Royals
No.
got fucking brutally bad. They lost their best players.
I think it's going to be Indians, Twins, and then it's just downhill from there. I'd go Indians.
Did the Royals lose Kane, Moustakis, and Hosmer?
Yes.
Or did Hosmer? They lost all of them.
Hosmer's on.
and Wade Davis.
They're all gonna
years
be
ago,
so
but
bad.
They have they lost Jason Vargas.
Wade Davis was like 2 years ago.
They have nobody. They literally have nobody.
I don't know who's going to finish last then. It's going to be the Cleveland Indians and the Twins, 1-2.
Tigers signed Miggy to like the dumbest contract. Him and like they gave Victor Martinez money. I don't know.
I'm
going to
say
year,
White Sox,
they're just
White
bad.
Sox, Tigers, Royals.
That's how I'm going. White Sox, Tigers, Royals after
Fucking
Indian.
poser.
Twins are going to be really good this year, I think. They signed a bunch of people, too.
Who are Twins?
Twins.
Yeah, they just
They won't catch Cleveland, but
couple,
they
I don't think
they
anybody's
could
going to
make
catch Cleveland.
make
If
the
somebody
playoffs.
gets hurt on Cleveland, then all bets are off. But
I
all
still
right.
think
So
the fucking Indians are better than the Yankees.
And don't forget, the Twins have Michael Pineda.
yeah.
I don't understand why they say that the fucking AL goes to the Yankees. It still goes through Houston and Cleveland.
Yeah.
Oh, completely.
All right, the next one I have Astros, Angels, Mariners, Rangers, A's.
I'm going to flip that shit. I'm going to go Oakland, Rangers, Mariners, Angels, Astros.
Wait, what? Wait, you said Astros,
Astros,
Angels, Mariners,
And after
Rangers.
this, we'll say who comes in first, second, and third, and then who comes in the wild card. first and
Astros,
second.
Angels, Mariners, Rangers, Athletics. How it went last year. That's what I'm saying.
So exactly like last year.
Yeah.
That's actually what all three of us are doing.
Wait,
That's how it finished last year. Yeah, Angels.
the Angels should get better, and they'll finish second.
Even if Otani isn't that great, they still signed a couple pieces. I can't remember any names right now. All right, so I have the Yankees finishing in first place overall. Astros
Best record in the American League.
in the American League.
We're not even doing the NL.
Not
Well,
yet.
we're going to go through AL first.
I think they finish. They are hot and they have the best. I think the Astros have a slight decline, a very small hangover, and come in second
They
place.
won. You don't have a winning hangover. You always
Yes, you
lose.
do.
No.
Unless you go back to back.
When have the
most teams
Patriots
do.
ever had a winning hangover? Like
They're
Falcons
one
had a
of the-
losing hangover. Every time you lose, you have a hangover.
I feel like the winning team, like the Cubs, had a hangover. Still made the playoffs, but they had a hangover. They were pretty bad to start the
You
season.
realize how fucked we are now, right?
Astros second, Indians third, Angels getting the first wild card.
Indians
Twins getting
going
the
from
second wild
102
card.
wins. Who gets
Wait,
the wild
Angels
card?
and Twins?
Twins could change to the Red Sox, if something happens. But right now, that's what I'm sticking with. Matt,
Houston 1, Cleveland 2, Yankees 3, then the Red Sox and the Twins. Angels are going to be good, though, so it'll be close. I could see the Angels going over the Twins. I still think the Red Sox will make the playoffs.
so you have say it again. I missed it.
Houston, Indians, Yankees,
Okay.
Red Sox, Twins.
I'm not going all in on the Yankees. I don't
Red Sox were one wild card, the first wild card.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going Astros, Indians, Red Sox, Yankees first wild card.
God, if I have to sit through another fucking tough
And-
first inning of a wild card game, I'm gonna kill myself.
And I'm going Twins for the second wild card, which will be painful because they're actually going to be good this year. Like, good.
I think this is the actual year we have a chance of playing them in the ALDS again.
And I think this could actually be a chance we have of losing to them, too. Whenever we always beat them.
All right.
They don't have an ace, though, do they?
They have Barrios. And
Like I
Irvin
said, they don't
Santana.
have
And
an
Irvin
ace.
Santana.
That's not an ace.
Phil
Oh, he was
Hughes.
good last
Chris
year.
They just
Sale's
signed
a-
what's his name, too.
Chris Sale's a fucking
Pineda.
ace.
They have Pineda. They also signed, they have somebody
Really?
else. I swear to God, they traded for somebody. Didn't they trade for
Hey,
somebody?
do they have an ace? So they did
They've
sign
made a lot of
Pineda.
moves. They just got Logan Morrison.
They got Logan Morrison, too?
Yeah, today.
What?
He's probably gonna DH for them.
Okay, that's not fair. They have Logan Morrison and Miguel Sano.
They have three righties in
Wait,
their lineup.
is Miguel Sano going to get suspended for being a,
No, I don't
sexual
think so.
assaulting douchebag?
I don't think so. All right, you want to do NL?
Wait, hold on. I have to check to see.
What about Raimi making fun of the whole Me Too movement?
Well, yeah, I
Wow.
never did that. That's horrible.
Dick.
You're a terrible person, Matt.
The whole fucking Charles in Charge scandal that's rocking the entire 1980s.
Wait, the Twins starting rotation:
Yeah. Is Barrios Santana or Santana?
Barrios, Odorizzi.
Oh yeah, they signed
What
Jake
did
Gibson,
What did Barrios? No, they
Mejia,
traded
and
for
Phil
Odorizzi,
Hughes.
didn't they?
Yeah.
What did Barrios do last year?
He was
The only
very good at
the only
home.
Barrios I know is the fucking
It's
WWE guy. Like their vice president or something, George Barrios.
I think he was like
I've never
amazing
even
at
heard of
home
this
and
guy.
terrible. On
Yeah, he
the
was
road.
terrible on the road.
All right, so that's not an ace.
But he's
An
young.
ace is a guy that
Irvin
only
Santana's out for 4 months.
an ace is a guy that
Starting
pitches
when, 2
1/3 of
months
an
ago?
inning
No,
in a wild
starting
card game.
this past month. He had
Okay.
surgery on his throwing hand.
No, an ace is a guy who pitches 1/3 of an inning in a wild card game, guys. Come on, that's an ace right there.
Yeah,
All
so I forgot they have Odorizzi too.
Yeah, who's solid, not great, not bad.
But their closer, Fernando Rodney.
They don't have an ace.
They also have
well, they
Addison
traded
Reed.
their all-star closer when they thought they were not
Yeah.
going to make the playoffs.
All right, let's go to the NL where none of us care about.
All right, I have Nationals, Mets, Braves, Phillies, Marlins.
Wait, hold on.
Nationals, Mets, Braves, Phillies, Marlins.
Nationals, Braves. Marlins are last. I think the Mets didn't do anything, did they?
Yes, well, everyone's healthy now.
Yeah, everyone's healthy now.
Were they even that good though to begin with?
If they're all healthy,
They're-
they
if
have
they're
the
pitching
best
is,
pitching
yeah.
staff in baseball. One of them.
I mean, I don't know.
If Harvey comes back to normal,
I mean, Harvey hasn't been good in a couple of years.
2 years, but he's been hurt. Now he's healthy.
I mean, he had one
They
good
signed
year.
Todd Frazier, which is a good piece.
I miss Todd Frazier.
They signed Jay Bruce again, and I think one other player. Oh, the Jason Vargas.
Braves suck too. Maybe that whole division is so fucking bad. Maybe I'll put the Mets second then.
Braves are apparently kind of good, but not there yet.
They were 72 and 90.
So,
I don't
but they got
remember.
prospects.
They have
Yeah, but didn't they lose a ton of shit though with that fucking cheating scandal?
I have no idea.
I'll go Nationals, Mets, Braves, Phillies, Marlins.
Yeah,
Marlins are gonna finish like second. Watch.
They're gonna just be nasty. Do you hear what their ace? I use air quotes because he's not good. Said he's
No.
like
He's
like
so
oh,
he's glad they're gone
he's
because
like,
they don't want to be
They
here.
didn't want to be here, and they're like Stanton wanted to be
Dan
there.
Straley.
Yeah, they were like Stanton was like Michael Kay said. He's like Stanton didn't ask to leave. Stanton wanted to stay. They said sign guys. Said sign a pitcher, and then they didn't. So he was
They're
forced
totally
out.
gonna make money this year though.
So I go Nationals, Mets, Phillies, Braves, Marlins.
So the only difference in that is you picking the Phillies in third.
Yep.
Okay. Next I have Brewers, Cubs, Cardinals, Pirates, Reds.
Wait. Brewers, Cubs, Cardinals, Pirates, Reds. How do you have the Pirates finishing better than the Reds, who have nobody?
What?
How do you have the Pirates finishing better than the Reds when the Pirates
Reds
have
are
nobody?
terrible.
The Pirates are worse.
They did get rid of everyone. They got rid of
we're
McCutcheon.
arguing about a fourth and fifth place team. Who
That is
cares?
true. That's like semantics.
I actually like the Reds lineup. They just have no pitching.
But wait. The Brewers?
Yeah. Their outfield is nasty now. They got Yelich and Kane.
Oh, that's right. They do have Kane,
And they
too.
almost won the division
They
last
got
year.
Ryan Braun. Who do they have pitching, though?
I don't know. They almost won the division though with nobody pitching and a worse lineup. So I think they're going to be pretty good this year.
But the
And
Cubs
I'm
are
not
going
a-
to be as good as they were 2 years ago.
I'm not a believer in the Cubs really.
They upgraded.
What did they get?
They
People
upgraded.
thought they upgraded when they got Quintana, and I don't think that's an upgrade at all. Arrieta's still a free agent. Who's their ace? Lester. I don't believe in him really that much.
Giovanni Gallardo is still pitching for the Brewers.
Yeah, name another pitcher on the Brewers. I can't.
Zach Davies.
Yeah, that's
He's
not
young.
winning a division. I'm going Cubs. I don't think the Cardinals did anything.
But the Brewers almost won last year with a way worse team than they have this year.
Cubs, Brewers, Cardinals, Reds, Pirates.
Fuck you. Now I want to switch Reds. You're making me feel like Pirates are
Yeah,
so
I would have
bad.
probably put. I forgot the Pirates got rid of their only good player.
Do they have Harrison still?
That's literally all they have, but they'll probably trade him soon.
It's like Harrison versus Scooter Jeanette. Who else?
Oh,
Like,
and they got
Zach
rid of
Cozart.
Cole. I forgot. Yeah. Who did
Cole
Cole get
sucked.
traded to?
Houston.
Fuck. Yeah, the Yankees are gonna have the best record.
The
in
Cardinals
baseball,
got
though.
Marcelo
I don't
Ozuna.
think Adam Cole. I almost said. I don't think Garrett Cole's that good.
They added to a rich fucking pitching staff already.
Garrett
Do you think
Cole-
Charlie Morton's going to be lights out again this year?
Wasn't
Yes.
lights out. He's a good fucking like that guy could have been like a third starter on most teams.
Don't make fun of me. The Astros, Cole's like their fourth best starter.
Yeah, but I don't think he's that good. So fourth is where he would
His
be on the
fourth
Yankees
best
too.
would be better than ours.
He would be on the Yankees fourth. He'd be the fourth best starter.
He'd be our second best starter.
No, he would not. He's not better than Severino, Tanaka. Look at
I'd have
Tanaka's
s-
second
I'd-
half last
I'd
year.
have Severino
I'd probably
Cole.
put him at third.
I
on
still
the
think
Yankees.
CeCe would be better for 5 innings than Garrett Cole going 6 or 7 and getting shit on the 7th inning. No.
Sonny Gray.
Oh yeah, Sonny Gray would be third. I forgot about Sonny Gray. I
don't-
feel
I
so
don't-
bad for Sonny
I
Gray.
don't
He's so
trust him.
boring as a pitcher. He takes so long that we don't hit for him.
Poor bastard. And who are you picking, Matt?
Fucking, I already
He
said
said,
it.
said Cubs.
He said Cubs,
No, I didn't.
Brewers.
I said basically it's Cubs, Brewers, Cardinals,
Reds, Pirates.
Pirates.
What did you
You
say?
convinced me to put the Pirates
Cubs,
last.
Cardinals, Brewers,
You
Reds,
think Cardinals
Pirates.
are better than the Brewers?
They got Marcelo Ozuna now.
It's one player. They got Lorenzo Cain and Christian Yelich. The Brewers.
Cardinals have better pitching.
We'll see. Lance Lynn's not there.
They have Martinez unless he's going to get
He
suspended.
sucks.
They have Michael Waka.
Michael Walker's
He
fine.
hasn't been good
Carlos
in ever.
Martinez is the guy who will throw 110 pitches in 5 innings, walk 11, and strike out 12.
That's literally
I love-
impossible to do.
You know
I
what
love
mean, though?
Jed Yurko. I love him.
Jed Jerko. I'm even saying it right.
I don't even care. I love that guy.
Did you just
Jed
call me
Jerko.
Yed Yurko?
Jed Yurko.
Just go to the West.
Jed Jerko.
Anyone changing what they had last year?
West. I have Dodgers, Rockies, Diamondbacks, Giants, Padres. What happened last
The
year?
Rockies
Diamondbacks.
Rockies didn't do anything though. Did
I don't
they?
think the unsung heroes on the Diamondbacks that were so good last year are gonna be
Same
as
thing
good.
the Rockies did.
But the Diamondbacks played half that year without AJ. What's his name? Pollock.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna go
You
Dodgers.
said wait. You
I-
said
no, I'm talking about
Dodgers,
the pitchers.
Rockies, Diamondbacks.
There was a
Giants?
lot of great pitchers on the Diamondbacks last year who aren't great players. I feel like they all overachieved.
Yeah, so did the Yankees.
Okay,
true. What
but
do you
we
going
got better.
Dodgers, Diamondbacks, Rockies, Giants, Padres.
I forgot about the Padres.
Giants
They got
can't
Eric
be-
Hosmer for
Who-
no
who-
reason.
where
Who
do you
did the
have
Giants
Padres?
get?
Last.
Who did the Giants get? McCutcheon? Did they get anyone else?
Evan Longoria.
Oh yeah, they can't be worse than they were last
They
year.
still have Cueto and Bumgarner.
They were the
too,
worst
right?
team in the league last year.
Yeah, they're better than being the worst team in the league.
They were the worst
Giants.
team in baseball, actually, tied with the fucking Tigers.
I am going Dodgers, Rockies.
So why are you making fun of me for picking the Rockies second?
I might go Giants third.
I think the D-backs are going to have a much shittier season than they had last year.
Dodgers, Rockies, Giants, Diamondbacks, Padres.
Giants are going to jump from 64 to like 80 wins.
They could.
They could. Bumgarner was out for 3 months.
Yeah, because he fucking
Yeah,
was
but I
on
don't
the
think
he's an idiot.
I
motorcycle.
don't think he's good anymore.
He is.
he fucking
Cueto's the one that you have to worry about.
Their offense is going to be better than it was last year.
Okay, this is what I have. Nationals, 1 seed. Dodgers, 2. Again, a slight hangover.
The Nationals overtaking the Dodgers.
There's no way the Dodgers were as good as they were last year. It's just almost impossible.
The Nationals didn't even win 100 games.
Brewers-
They have the easiest division in baseball.
Brewers, 3rd. Wild card 1, Mets. I just also assuming if everyone stays healthy for the first time since they went to the World Series, I think the Mets. That's why wild card 1. Cubs, wild card 2. Over to you, Matt.
What say you, Matt?
Dodgers,
How many
Cubs,
times can you crack your neck in a row?
You'd be
It's
surprised.
insane.
Dodgers, Cubs, Nationals, Brewers, Diamondbacks. Just because I picked the Diamondbacks ahead of the Rockies.
Okay.
Even though
So-
I can easily see the Diamondbacks finishing dead last now.
I go Dodgers, Nationals, Cubs, Mets, wild card first, Cardinals, wild card 2.
Yankees are getting bounced in the first round.
Okay.
Yankees are going to finish that
now
last.
we got to pick the playoffs.
If they face Indians or the Astros, they're going to lose. Like,
Well, we thought that last year.
My wild card
well, I
game.
mean, we got extremely lucky.
How did we get lucky? We're good.
We beat the best pitcher in baseball twice.
Oh.
Or we should have
I thought-
beaten him
never mind. I
twice.
thought we were talking about the wild card game. Well, Dylan Betances didn't blow it. We could have won that. Well, if also Joe Girardi didn't blow it, we could have won game 2.
That's true.
We didn't win any road games, did we? We only won home games?
Yeah.
That's
we
insane.
better finish with the best record.
Okay, so my wild card. Angels over Twins.
I don't remember who I picked.
He wrote it down.
I wrote it down.
Yeah, I don't remember who I picked.
He has to tell you. I have Angels over Twins. Write it down.
I have Twins over Angels.
Well, considering you got Twins and Red Sox.
Did I?
Red Sox have the home game.
Red Sox.
Red Sox. So
bastards.
Twins.
And
I
hopefully
have
the Red Sox will end
Wait, who
up-
do you have? Red Sox and who? Twins or
Red
Angels?
Sox and Twins.
Fucking that lineup's gonna light up Chris Sale in the late months.
I have Yankees over Twins.
I thought you said we were gonna lose to them.
If we could.
Okay. All right. So should we go the other wild card game, or should we go to
No,
just do
finish.
all American League?
Do All American League.
Okay. I have Yankees over Angels.
I don't like playing the Angels. I don't want to ever do that again.
Indians over Astros.
Okay, Matt, what do you have?
What are my matchups?
You have-
Yankees, Indians,
You have Houston
Yankees.
versus Red Sox.
Houston, and then Yankees, Indians.
Houston. Yeah, Yankees, Indians.
Indians. I don't see us beating them.
How about we get Andrew Miller back next year?
You
when he's
said
a free
Yankees,
agent?
Indians over Yankees?
Yeah,
Imagine if we signed Andrew Miller again.
That'd be amazing.
that
He
would
could just
be.
come in 3 innings or two or 3 innings every game.
I don't think they will.
So
but they
I
should.
went Yankees over Twins, Astros over Yankees,
I don't think the Indians can re-sign him. They don't re-sign players.
and Indians over Red Sox.
Repeat it. I was
Astros over the Yankees, Indians over the Red Sox.
All right.
So
So
you have Astros, Indians, what it should have been this year.
Yes.
Okay.
is that what I have?
You have Astros Indians, and Alex has Yankees Indians.
And shocker, I'm going Yankees over the Indians.
Unbelievable.
Oh God, we're gonna finish 51 and 111.
Unfucking believable.
51 and 1.
That's why I never take picks from people seriously. They just pick their fucking favorite team.
We are. I don't get like the Giants.
We're not
maybe
better.
Was a little stretch.
We're
but
not better than Houston. We are not in any
you don't
way,
have to be better.
shape,
You just
or
have to
form.
beat them. We weren't better than the Indians last year, but
We're
we
not
beat
better than the
them.
Indians this year.
But we beat them.
What do you have, Matt?
What am I doing? I'm gonna pick Houston again.
Okay, so Matt's doing Indians over Astros over Indians. I'm doing Indians over Astros.
So we have 3 different American League teams. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, National League. I have Mets over Cubs in the wild card game.
Hilarious.
I could see it.
You picked the Cubs to win
Noah
the division.
Syndergaard in one game. I'll take him, unless he's facing Madison Bumgarner again.
Noah Syndergaard's a fucking pussy.
What do you have, Matt? Brewers or Diamondbacks?
It actually might. It wouldn't.
Let's
even,
go
it might
Brew
not-
Crew. I fucking love the Brewers.
It might be fucking DeGrom too. Who knows?
I have Mets over Cardinals. That should have been the same thing.
Well, I mean, the Cardinals aren't good. The Cubs are very good.
Cardinals aren't even going to make the playoffs. That should be
Yankees
laughable.
best team in baseball, but the Cubs.
I
who
didn't say
imp-
best team in
who-
baseball.
You put them fucking. Who has
Best
a
in the
better?
American League. The Nationals. Maybe the Dodgers too. Maybe they're the 3rd best team in baseball. Who knows?
Yankees going to the World Series. Cubs can't even get out of the first round.
It's a one.
Who improved?
Yankees improved. You say you feel it. You make it seem like the Yankees got worse.
Our pitching did. They got older.
You're saying the Yankees improved, but not the Cubs. They're gonna regress.
They didn't. They got rid of Arrieta.
Who wasn't even good,
but
and
they
they
got
still won the
Darvish.
division.
They got Darvish, who I'm not
In
even
the
a
National
believer in.
League, though,
He'll
can
have
be
like a
really great.
3.7 ERA.
That'd be amazing on the Yankees.
Oh, what did Sonny Gray have last year? Didn't he have one of the lower ERAs?
Did he? I don't even know.
Probably not with us.
Whatever.
Wait, so I picked Mets over Cardinals. You did Mets over Cubs. He did Brewers over Diamondbacks.
Yeah.
What do you got?
I hope the
You guys
Brewers.
are really gonna. Matt's really gonna laugh at my next picks. So what's next?
He probably picked a Subway Series.
Oh my God, he did, didn't he?
Well, I have Mets over Nationals, Dodgers over Brewers.
That's the series the Nationals might actually finally win.
Okay, Matt, what do you got?
I don't know what I have.
You have right now the Brewers facing the Dodgers and the Cubs facing the Nationals.
Cubs and Dodgers.
And Ramey.
Wait, you said Cubs and Dodgers?
Yeah.
Who do the Cubs beat?
Nationals.
Okay, makes sense. Nationals never win. And the Dodgers, sweeping the Brewers?
Maybe Brewers might get a game.
I thought the Diamondbacks had like the best chance to beat the Dodgers last year because of their pitching, and they
They
got
did
killed.
because they owned them in the regular season, and they still couldn't do it.
So I'm going Mets over Dodgers, Nationals over Cubs.
Mets, baby.
Mets over the Dodgers. Now you're just insane.
You want to know my next game?
Yeah,
Mets over the Dodgers.
you,
Subway Series, Yankees win
That's
in like 5.
Yankees, Mets.
Mets have the best pitching, so I mean, Astros shut us down last year. I don't know how the Mets won't shut
All right,
us
Matt,
down.
what do you have?
What do I got?
It's
Dodgers.
not
Dodgers
always going to
versus
be the
Cubs.
same. Again, we got better.
I'm going to pick the Cubs.
Which would give you a World Series of Cubs and Astros.
I think the Astros will repeat because they're fucking nasty.
I am
Fucking
going
Subway Series.
Nationals over Mets.
I don't know what's more
World
insane: having the
Series.
Mets going to the World Series or picking the Nationals to win anything.
Nationals, Indians, World Series. Indians win. So we all picked the AL. 3 different teams. We also have 3
You picked
different-
two cursed teams who can't ever win.
So
So
Indians and Nationals.
The Nationals literally can't win anything, and
They can't win a series. They can't get to the conference championships in
Wait.
any sport.
do you guys realize that we each picked different,
A whole different World Series.
different World Series? We don't have any common threads.
Well, you both picked the Mets to beat the Dodgers, though.
That is true. Wait, AL MVP.
Oh, let's do awards. Fuck yeah.
Stanton. I don't know who's gonna have a fucking good year,
That's the
That's
the fun of it.
but it's like anybody could do it. Who won last year? Stanton and fucking Altuve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Altuve.
George Springer.
You're just going with these insane picks. He's not even the best player on his team.
After that World Series, though, he could have a great year. He could be so confident and shit.
What?
He was World Series MVP, wasn't he?
He had a great fucking.
He had like 5 home runs.
Has nothing to do with what he's gonna be.
I'm just saying.
I think Altuve could probably fucking repeat.
Then pick him. You picked them to repeat champions.
Yeah, that's a little too much. I don't think it's gonna be Judge. I want to see who you pick first. You fucking gonna pick Greg Bird?
Jose Ramirez.
No chance.
Mets probably have a better chance of winning the World
I'm
Series.
kidding. It's not Jose
Okay,
Ramirez.
good.
I think we just shamed him into changing his pick.
I want him to come in third again so he can see his fucking shitty Wi-Fi connection with his shitty translator.
I'm actually going. I don't want to. I'm going Jose Altuve.
Pick Ohtani, and then pick him for Cy Young as well.
I'm just gonna go all on board with the fucking Astros and pick fucking Charlie Morton.
You know, actually, I'm gonna change my pick.
Wow.
Who you picked?
No,
Trout?
I'm gonna pick Altuve again.
I'm going to change my pick from George Springer to Mike Trout.
I forgot about Mike Trout. That's bad.
So you both picked Altuve?
Yeah.
Fucking stupid. Someone change.
Mike Trout might win it again if he stays healthy. He should win it again. He will win
He's
it
the best player in
again.
baseball.
George
Should we pick
Springer,
the top 3 MVPs?
George Springer could have a great year because he had a good World Series, though. I don't
I'm going
know.
Trout 1, Altuve 2, Judge 3. Don't actually write that down.
I
I'm
bet
not right
I'm gonna go on record as saying Stanton has a better year than Judge.
Define better year. Who has better average?
Stanton.
Better OBP.
Stanton. No, Judge.
Home
I bet you
runs.
Greg Bird has a better. I bet you Greg
Judge.
Bird has a better year than all of them if he bats
Greg
third
Bird's
in
going to be the
between
best
them.
overall hitter on this team.
Greg
And then
Bird's going
Ben
to hit
Sanchez.
300 with 30 home runs.
If he hits between them, he's gonna hit like 80.
You think he will? I think they're going to go.
That's what they should.
They're not doing Gardner, Judge.
No, Stanton's going to
No,
bat 2.
Stanton or Judge are gonna bat 2. He said.
Stanton is better hitter batting 2.
If
You don't want the better hitter batting 2. You want the guy who gets on base for the better hitter to get on 2.
No, he's a better player when he hits second, though. Statistically, he's a better player.
Well,
when he hits
wouldn't you
second.
want the better hitter to get on base for the other guys? Because if nobody gets on base, then he's not
But
going.
who's a better on base guy? I think it's Judge.
It is Judge. I would.
So
go,
when you want him to get on base for Stanton, who can hit the home run?
Well, you just
Stan
said you
would
didn't
bat
want
third.
him to.
Either way, we're picking.
I
It's
would-
not like we're picking one to be terrible.
I mean,
they're
Gardner,
both going to be
it's gonna
amazing
be
options.
Gardner,
Gary
Stanton,
Sanchez
or
is gonna
Judge,
end up batting
Bird, and
fifth.
then the other one batting
Gardner should
fourth.
probably bat like 8th in this lineup.
Gardner shouldn't even play.
It should be like Didi.
You need a leadoff guy.
Judge should lead off.
Now let
Didi should bat 4th. He bats best when he's at 4th, but we just can't put
Didi
him 4th.
Gregorius is going to hit what 6th,
Yeah,
7th.
and he's going to hit
That's
like
just
30 home runs.
Hicks will be 7th, and then whoever second base, third.
Greg
base
Bird's
is gonna
winning
be
the comeback
9th.
player of the year.
It's
Drury's going to play third,
Drury and
Torres probably.
Torres.
Or
No, they're not calling up Torres until his arbitration. Or
well, he
whatever.
might win the job. They've already said if he wins the job, he wins the job. They're
Who
not
wins?
gonna
Who
play
wins
semantics
comeback
with-
player of the
No,
year?
they're not calling him up in the beginning of the season.
They haven't said that they're not going to do that.
They're
Who
not going
wins
to, 'cause they
comeback
get him
player of the
longer
year?
if
And
they
you
call him
can't
up a
pick
month
Greg
later.
Bird because I picked him.
Is what comeback player of the year?
Yeah, name another guy who could come back. I don't even know anyone.
You don't actually physically have to come back, right? You just have to have you could
Better
also have
year.
a bad season and be good.
Yeah, like
Joey Gallo.
That guy had a good
He
season.
had
He
a
had
good home run
He batted
season.
209.
40 home runs and what year was that? He had 40 home runs and 80 RBIs.
Yeah, 40 home runs, 80
I know who
RBIs.
my NL comeback player of the year is.
David Wright.
Todd motherfucking Frazier.
Fucking Todd Frazier.
No, AL comeback player of the year. You said Greg Bird.
It's Greg Bird. I mean, if he has a decent year, he should win it.
Yeah, it's got to be. I actually go Greg Bird too.
I'm just trying to think who else was hurt.
We don't need to pick that award. It's a stupid.
Yeah, but let's
award.
not pick that award. But I would say
Just pick MVP and Cy Young. Fucking, I bet you.
Coach of the year.
Hayden
Aaron
Fox.
Who?
Hayden Fox.
Is
Should be.
that
It should be
coach?
the who's the manager of the Mets. It should be him. He's going to a fucking
Mickey
World
Callaway.
Series.
That's NL. We're doing AL.
Yeah, he should fucking. She should win both.
Did you say
she should win both.
I said he should.
You
win
said
both.
she.
I don't think I did.
It
I
sounded
think
like
it
she.
just.
Take it to the tape.
Yeah. She should win.
All right, coach of the year. You actually picking Boone?
We didn't even do Cy Young yet.
I'm going Francona because I need to think about Cy Young.
Didn't you pick them to finish third?
Yeah, but it's still. It doesn't matter. It's not always best record, is it?
I'm not
Usually.
picking Aaron Boone. It's gonna be.
I have to pick Aaron Boone, or if I pick
I'm
the
gonna
Yankees
pick
to fucking go one.
AJ Hinch.
Yeah, I'm picking AJ Hinch.
Yeah, give me Boone. I have to. If I pick them to fucking go from wild card to 1 with a new coach, he probably will win it.
New coach.
Manager, sorry.
So
We have a bunch of new coaches.
AL Cy Young. I'm
I'm
going
gonna pick
Corey
Verlander.
Kluber. What?
Verlander had a good postseason, so he's gonna have a great year.
I think he's gonna be terrible this
He
year.
probably will.
He'll probably be great in the postseason again.
He'll
though.
be great in the postseason, but he's gonna be terrible in the
Who are
regular
the good
season.
pitchers in the AL?
It's pretty much
Besides
Corey
Kluber and
Severino,
Severino.
Sale.
I
I'm
mean,
just going through every team whose best pitcher has even has a
Uh,
chance. Kluber.
Kluber again. I'm gonna pick Kluber.
No one. Literally no one.
It's pretty much Sale, Kluber,
Who's
or
the
Severino.
Who's the ace on the
No,
Angels?
just to be different, I'll pick Verlander.
ace on the Angels?
They don't
Isn't
have
that
one, do they?
Fucking
Shoemaker?
Otani.
Is it Shoemaker?
Remember when
Felix Hernandez if he has a bounce.
Remember when
Comeback
Jared
player of the
Weaver-
year. Give me Felix Hernandez.
Remember when Jared Weaver was good?
Remember when Jared Weaver used to throw about like 85 miles
Remember
an hour?
Jeff Weaver?
Give me comeback player of the year. Felix Hernandez.
Who is the ace on the Angels?
Ohtani.
It's
Oh, Garrett Richards.
yeah, not even an ace.
Who's the ace on the Mariners?
Felix Hernandez.
Felix
Really,
Hernandez.
who's the ace on the Mariners?
Cano.
They don't-
Is it that lefty?
Who's that other
Paxton?
pitcher?
Yeah, Paxton was nasty last year.
All right, what else?
Who's your comeback player of the year? Can't say Greg Bird. Matt already picked him.
You can pick Greg Bird. I just made
Mike Trout.
the joke.
All right, that was a good one.
He was hurt
He had a
practicing.
good year though.
But he's still hurt.
I don't
He's
think.
never
I
hurt.
actually don't think he could win it. It was
He missed like 3 months,
He's
and he
not
still
gonna-
hit 30 home runs.
Yeah, no.
right, but I don't
And
think
only
they'll give it-
60 RBIs.
I don't think they'll win. They'll give it to him, but
that's
your
basically
pick.
like pissing away 10 grand or betting on the Knicks. It's not gonna happen.
Am I really writing down comeback player of the year here?
Yeah, let's just do all the awards. It's not many.
Wait, who'd you pick?
Felix Hernandez. I feel like Greg Bird will just get overlooked because it's on a stacked lineup. He's batting like 5th or 6th, and he's just Greg Bird. It's not a sexy player, even though the Yankees.
I don't even
fans
need
he
to
is.
watch this series. Just wait for the fucking playoffs to watch a Subway Series.
You think that's how the Patriots fans feel? There's like, I don't need to watch the season. I just sit
They
back
have a
to the
better
AFC
chance of going to the
championship
Super Bowl than Cleveland does of winning a game. They've been into 44% of the Super Bowls the last whatever. Cleveland's won 30% of their games.
That's insane.
They have a much better chance of getting to the Super Bowl than Cleveland does of winning a
Cleveland-
game.
You think Cousins could go to Cleveland? They said they're going to throw I forget the number, but
No,
the number
they
was
need to draft a
way-
quarterback
Where else is he going to go?
and a running back.
Jets.
The Jets going to pay
But
him?
but
I hope the
Cleveland would
Jets-
pay him an ungodly amount because that's the only way they can
I hope
get
the
him.
Jets sign him and don't trade up and
Imagine
get a young quarterback.
imagine if
we didn't do the AL.
sorry,
the NL
just for
awards.
1 second before I forget this. Imagine if the Browns signed Cousins, traded their first round pick for a shit ton, and got Barkley with their 4th.
I'd rather draft the quarterback, take the younger guy.
I'd rather draft the quarterback.
Unless
But-
they're gonna-
but they have
But
a
if they-
terrible
but if
track
they
record
got-
of drafting quarterbacks.
But if they got so much from that fucking first overall pick,
like future picks.
Future picks
if the
and
Giants
players.
if the Giants are only rumored to get 2 late first round picks for their pick, then I don't know if Cleveland's gonna get anything.
Wait, so who's your AL Cy Young?
anyway, AL Cy Young. Who else? What did you guys pick?
We both picked Corey Kluber.
No, I picked Verlander just to be different.
Oh, you
Even though
did?
I'll just go with that. Note that my
hard.
original pick is Kluber, and then I'm changing it to be different.
It's really hard to go against Sale, even if he
Why?
has
He's
a
not as good as
He's going to go
Kluber.
Severino. Watch.
No, definitely not
Severino, that judge for the MVP.
I am impressed that he did not pick Judge or Stanton for MVP.
I would never pick Stan. I don't
I have a
think he's going
bad
to be as
feeling
good as he was
Stanton's
last year.
not
but
going to be good.
He's
I
not
think
going
he's
to hit
bat 260 with
Yes.
35 or 40 home runs.
250 with like a lot of home runs.
He's not going to hit another 50 something home runs.
He can't.
He could
Why,
in Yankee
Judge
Stadium.
did, and
He
he
could
was
just hit
terrible.
50 in Yankee Stadium.
That's true.
Judge did, and he was terrible for like the second half of the year.
Until the last
What
month.
happens if his shoulder is healthy and he sucks this year?
It could
Ev-
happen.
everyone's already putting him as the face of baseball. He had 1 good year. Give him a fucking chance.
I know. Just give me Chris Sale. He's just like the best pitcher of one of the best pitcher of our generation.
He's kind of amazing.
Is he the best pitcher of our generation? Maybe Kershaw,
Chris Sale? Definitely not.
I would say Kershaw.
Yeah.
but it's like 1 and 2. Who else would be ahead of him?
Sale didn't have that great. Like his ERA was good, but he doesn't have the wins.
He
'Cause-
strikes out a
Obviously, he
shit
doesn't have
ton
the
of
wins. He
people,
was
though.
on the White Sox, though.
Yeah. So how is he the best pitcher of our
Because
generation?
a win is a team stat. I know it's a pitcher stat, but it's a team stat.
It's also a little early
If
in
he
his
gives up
career. He's
1
like
run a
32.
game, if he gives up 1 run a game and he gets no run support and goes 0 and 10 with a fucking 1 ERA, I still think he's the best pitcher in baseball. All right,
Wasn't as good as Kluber though.
Kluber's recently been better, but Kluber's been good for what, 3 years?
I mean,
All right. Anyway, what award are we on? Or are we just going to NL?
NL MVP. Let's
Is
go and
it?
do Gold Gloves. Jesus.
Every
No.
position, Silver Slugger. Let's pick the All-Star team. All right.
Fan voting.
I don't know anything in the fucking. I'm gonna say Bumgarner will come back and win comeback and the fucking Cy Young.
God damn it. I was going to say Bumgarner.
Because I don't know anybody else. Fucking Zach Greinke gonna win it? Kershaw? That's fucking obvious.
Well,
Kershaw could get hurt.
I'll say Kershaw, Cy Young, Bumgarner, comeback, and then MVP Joey Votto.
Wait, hold on.
I'm not picking Joey Votto just for the record.
Wait, you
he
said-
could win it. Didn't he win it last year or come in second?
Didn't he
Oh,
win
yeah,
it last
Stan
year?
won it. Didn't he come in second by 1 vote?
Joey Votto?
He finished. No, Charlie Blackman, I think, finished that.
No, Charlie Blackmon got 3 first place votes or 2.
Oh, really?
Pretty sure Joey Votto. It was one of the closest MVP votes.
That was Judge and Altuve.
Yeah, Judge got 2 votes.
Yeah, I know.
Michael K's guy was pretty close.
Fucking horseshit.
Joey Votto almost won. Bless
Giancarlo
you.
Stanton got 2 more votes than Joey Votto.
Yeah.
And then Paul Goldschmidt.
Fucking Paul Goldschmidt.
Told you. Joey Votto's a good. He hits like 320. What did he hit last year?
I don't know how it was that close. Just because of his average. He hit 36 and 100. Stanton 59 and 132. But he hit like 40 points higher.
Blackman batted 330.
Blackman didn't
I
even
told you. Remember when I said Blackman could win MVP and you said Stanton?
Blackman wasn't even the best player in his own
Nolan
team.
Arenado was better.
Yeah, he finished 4th. Blackman finished 5th. Blackman had a better average.
I think Arenado really turned it on too.
Arenado had like almost 30 more RBI.
What did Goldschmidt do?
A lot. 36 and 120.
Didn't he have like a 36-game hitting streak too?
What did he bat?
412.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't believe he fucking
Didn't beat Votto?
297.
All right. So I didn't pick Cy Young yet.
I'm going to go Kershaw.
Is Strasburg the ace on the Nationals or is it
He's ace.
Oh, Scherzer won last year.
Scherzer? Yeah. Scherzer's the
Scherzer.
ace. I'm going to go with Noah Syndergaard.
Going all in with the Mets. Syndergaard didn't finish in the top 10 last year.
He got hurt.
Yeah,
He didn't
finish.
play.
Gio Gonzalez finished in the top fucking
Gio
6.
Gonzalez was nasty last year. All right, we're almost at 2 hours, though.
Wait, so you said Noah
What time's the
Syndergaard?
pre-show start?
Who cares?
6?
Not watching that garbage.
It's
You said-
5:30. We're going to have no time
Or
for
maybe
Fortnite.
7?
Kershaw
Noah
went
Syn-
18 and 4 for fuck's sake. God.
Who did?
Kershaw.
Hey, he's nasty. He was
I'm
hurt
going,
too, wasn't
I'm going Max Scherzer.
he? You going Alex Wood?
And
He finished
Matt
ninth.
already said Madison Bumgarner for
No.
a comeback
No, he
player.
changed
Comeback.
it. You
Yeah,
picked
I'm gonna,
Kershaw.
for Cy Young, I'll pick Kershaw.
No, I'm saying for comeback player, you pick
Yeah.
Bumgarner. I'm going Noah Syndergaard for comeback player.
How many games did DeGrom miss last year?
Not
He
enough.
finished 8th in the Cy Young, so
Oh, no. Matt Harvey, comeback player of the year.
Well, that's actually not bad either.
that's never going to happen.
It'll never
All he
happen.
has to do is be like kind of good, and he could win it because he was terrible.
He had that one good year. Like, that was it.
NL MVP is kind of a tough one.
I'm just looking at the list of last year and going to pick one of them. Maybe Joey Votto will win it.
Justin Turner.
I'm going to pick Arenado. Fuck it. I'm just going to go
Christian
something
Yelich.
crazy. Fucking Alex is picking the Mets to be in the World Series. I can pick Nolan
David
Arenado
Wright,
to win the
MVP.
MVP.
Who won it last? Oh no, never mind.
Stanton.
No, we just talked. Yeah, I was gonna ask who came in second and third, but we already figured it out. Fuck. Who won it the year before?
Who cares?
I do. That's why I
I'm
asked.
picking Arenado.
Jed Jerko first, and then Scooter Gennett second. Who'd you pick?
I haven't picked anybody yet.
Oh, okay, Matt. Who'd you pick?
I just fucking picked him. Arenado.
Yeah.
Who
Nolan
won the
Arenado,
NL
rookie auto.
NL MVP last year before that was Chris Bryant.
Oh yeah. Kyle Schwarber.
Cubs suck, though, so.
Kyle Schwarber could win comeback, couldn't he?
Yeah, he could.
He's fucking
Or was it
jacked
2 years?
now.
Last year was he?
Yeah, Schwarber lost like 30 pounds and his
Well, Schwarber was awful last year. I dropped him from my fucking fantasy team. He was so bad.
Who did I pick?
2016 was
Harvey?
Bryant, Daniel Murphy, Corey
I wanna pick
Seager,
Schwarber.
Anthony Rizzo, and Nolan Arenado.
I'll pick
Back-to-back fifth-place finishes for Nolan. It's time for him to jump up to number 1.
Fuck, but if I pick Syndergaard to win Cy Young, wouldn't that make him come back, or would they think he didn't miss enough
Who's
time
the
last year?
come black?
come black.
Yeah.
Just pick fucking both then.
Um,
If he wins the Cy Young, he's gonna win the comeback player
do
of
you
the
think,
year.
or do you think if Harvey
Yeah.
also has a good year, he had more of a comeback?
Harvey's it's gonna suck.
Well, Harvey
so
would
it's
have had
fine.
more of a comeback, quote unquote, because he came back from being horrible.
that's
Yeah,
what
but
I'm thinking.
Syndergaard was a Syndergaard was a moron. Yeah, I'm not hurt. I don't need an MRI. Fuck you. Tears his fucking pec. That guy deserves to have a fucking bleeding asshole for the entire season.
Wow.
Is that the name of the
MVP is
podcast?
tough.
We don't have a podcast.
Bleeding
yet.
asshole. Name of the podcast. We got the name.
It's just gonna be like welcome back,
That's
Welcome back, bleeding assholes.
Welcome back, Cotter.
season 2. This is our second season of our podcast. We got renewed.
This is the second season.
Season 2.
Pick an MVP so I can pick one off you.
Cody Bellinger.
Oh, that's terrible.
How is that terrible?
It's like picking Aaron Judge. You think he's gonna repeat? As
You
a
picked the
great
Yankees
player?
to win the fucking pennant, so I think
It's not like they won it last year,
if
or
Aaron
they
Judge
got worse.
if Aaron Judge doesn't do well, then we're not going to go.
I never
anywhere.
said Aaron Judge was
Well, you
gonna
just
have a great
said it's
year.
like fucking
I said-
picking Aaron Judge.
Yeah.
He could. Cody
Yeah,
Bellinger's
I'm saying
nasty.
He could too, but I wouldn't
Cody
say
Bellinger's
I
nasty.
wouldn't say Cody Bellinger would be a great pick.
You're not a great pick.
Nolan
The Mets
Arenado's
aren't a great
Nolan
pick.
Arenado is a much better pick.
It's like picking the fucking Giants to upset the undefeated Patriots. Looks cool if you get it right, but like it's just
I never did that,
throwing
though.
something to fucking stick at
I
the
don't
wall.
think I ever said that.
That's basically what you're doing with the Mets.
No, because if they are healthy, which they never are, but Mickey Callaway supposedly this pitching guru who can get this team healthy and stay and be good.
How can you get a team healthy?
I don't
like
know.
people get hurt. Like it
I'm
happens.
just saying, like he knows how to when to take them out and stuff. Apparently, that's what I'm hearing. I'm not saying I just made that up. I'm just saying that's what I'm hearing. And with this team healthy, they are a contender. They don't have the great bat, but they're playing in the NL, and they did it a couple years ago with great pitching.
I don't
can
think
do
they
it
have
again.
any bats.
So is he picking David Wright as his MVP? Like, is that
David
his
Wright
swan
is
song?
not going to play. I'm not thinking that.
I mean, I don't think
Jay
they have
Bruce is a
enough
good bat.
hitting.
Yoenis Cespedes is a
Isn't
good bat.
Cespedes like dying? Isn't he like always injured?
Well, he plays golf too much.
Yeah,
and
but
he
I
has
think
bad
also
hamstring.
if he's on a winning team, he'll not be as injured, quote unquote.
What?
I think he's.
So if your
I think he
team
fakes a
your
lot of
team
injuries.
wins,
I think-
you're less
he
likely to get
fakes
hurt.
injuries.
I think he milks his injuries. Who'd you pick?
That's insane.
For what?
MVP.
Bellinger.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna
Jesus.
go
Who did you pick?
Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper. That's actually not a bad pick.
I mean, it kind of is though. Doesn't he like have like underwhelming numbers compared to a guy who's going to get $800 million?
Yeah, but he'll get a huge year and then get $6 billion in a contract.
And then
He is playing for his contract, isn't he? Or is it one more season after this?
No, he's a free agent after this.
Okay.
How come John Cena can be on both brands, but if you're a free agent, you can't play for both leagues?
Exactly.
It's fucking bullshit.
Wait, NL Manager of the Year, Dave Martinez,
Mickey Callaway. Wait, who's Dave Martinez?
Manager of the Nationals.
Okay. Oh yeah, new manager. Did Dusty Baker get a job?
I'm going to say Joe Madden again.
He's so good but so bad at the same time.
I need a brownie.
Who'd you say? Joe Madden?
John Madden.
Oh, okay.
Madden.
John Madden from the Devils. And you picked. Okay, I already know.
He picked Bellinger.
Yeah.
Who?
What's next?
I think that's everything.
We did comeback. We did. Yeah, we did.
We didn't talk about a Raw Gauntlet match for 2 hours.
Yeah, it didn't have any meaning, so it wasn't a good match. That's what somebody said on Twitter.
Oh yeah, I read that. Somebody said that, and Jimmy Corderas, like somebody.
Oh no, somebody we know.
Oh,
not
somebody
you,
actually said
it.
that to Jimmy Corderas. It's like it doesn't need to have logic. It could be just entertaining.
Yeah, it's.
They weren't wrestling for something.
Yeah, they were wrestling for
They kept
fucking
talking
momentum.
They kept talking about how it's momentum, but realistically, you should get eliminated immediately and save your energy.
That's what Corey Graves said. He says if you're 11-3, or 11-4, or 12-3, or whatever, going into the last game of the season, you already made the playoffs. He's like, you rest your players. That's what Corey Graves said.
He's right.
He's right for once.
I know.
And then there was that stat that WrestleZone posted. I've seen his lost clean in like the last 10 years, like 15 times. I don't know how that's even possible. Let me pull it up.
Hey, can you get that stat?
Overall or on Raw?
Tonight's Gauntlet match marked only the 16th time in more than 10 years that John Cena has lost clean in a televised singles match in WWE.
How many? What do you think his pay-per-view record is?
186 and 10.
186 and 10.
Yeah, it was against Shawn Michaels in 2007 on Raw.
The one that went 52 minutes.
Great Khali on Saturday night's main event. Triple H at Night of Champions. Batista at SummerSlam. Big Show on
So
Raw
when they
in
say
2009.
televised, they also mean pay-per-view. Okay.
Yeah, televised.
I just thought it meant on
Triple H on Raw in
national
2009. The Rock at WrestleMania. D-Bry at SummerSlam. Lesnar at SummerSlam. Owens at Chamber. Del Rio at Hell in a Cell. AJ at SummerSlam.
I was gonna say he's lost like
Ambrose,
the last 5 SummerSlams.
Ambrose on SmackDown. Fuck you both. Shinsuke
It's fake.
Nakamura
If
on
it happens on
SmackDown.
SmackDown, nobody's there to see it. Doesn't really happen
And Roman. That was when SmackDown was good. Roman Reigns at No Mercy.
for that week.
I don't know how that's possible. That he's only lost 16
And
times.
most of those were at SummerSlam.
Like,
he's lost the last 5.
and that's also,
SummerSlam
I'm
matches?
assuming, just like normal matches, not like he lost fucking clean to Sheamus in a tables match. Like, but that's a tables match, so it's not really, he didn't get pinned. But that's just insane. Fuck
I don't even
John.
remember. Did Ambrose just pinned him? What, Dirty Deeds? 1, 2, 3?
Probably.
Did Baron Corbin make Cena lose? No, he lost clean. Never mind.
Yeah, so John is a fucking D-bag.
I don't think most of those he's going like he was supposed to lose. And that he was like, I have to win this one.
Yeah, but that's
I think
the
Vince
whole
at this point
character
is
that-
like, John, you're winning.
Yeah, he could be sometimes be like, you know what? I don't think
Sometimes, I'm
I
sure
don't
it does
think
happen.
I don't think I really need to win this one, guys. Like lose on Raw occasionally for
How many
fuck's
times do
sake.
you think Randy Orton goes in and is like, I don't need to win this one?
Randy Orton doesn't give a shit anymore. He just wants the money.
He just wants to be a heel.
But don't worry, Matt Hardy has declared that Bray Wyatt must be deleted tonight.
All right.
Yeah,
Let's
so
just
that's
say
everybody wants to see.
I wanted to do with you guys since football season's over, wrestling pay-per-view picks, but Matt laughed in my face.
It's fake.
You can still pick them.
can
We
still
still make
pick.
predictions.
We
read the fucking spoilers. Though.
But we all are going to pick
However,
probably the same people.
I got one wrong for
Yeah,
Royal
it's-
Rumble, and it was the Revival beating the Club. That was my only wrong one.
If
for
Roman
Rumble.
loses tonight, I'll blow you both on YouPorn Live.
I don't want that.
If Roman loses tonight and doesn't win this match, I don't know what I'll do, but it'll be something expensive.
Well, if he
for both
loses,
of
he
you.
can't win the match.
No, I'm saying if he loses and does not win this match, like if he
It's
actually
impossible
does not
for
win,
him to do one and not the other.
He lost the match, but somehow won.
That would be Roman.
Well, that's the
Roman,
same
the
thing.
first person to win after losing that match.
But don't worry, Tim McCarver once said Yankees pitchers have had great success this year against Miguel Cabrera when they get him out.
When they get him out.
He's a guy that needs to die.
That pitch wasn't down and in.
He's not
That
even
pitch was
announcing
down
anymore,
and
right?
in.
Hasn't he not been announcing for years?
Yeah, I'll
He's
pull
like-
up the card.
All right, well, main event, let's just talk about it. We're all picking Roman,
Wait,
right?
pre-show.
No,
Luke
yeah.
Gallows and Carl Anderson
All right,
versus
why
the
don't-
Mr.
why don't
Eyes.
you
See, this
fucking
was the
pull it
hardest
up.
one for me because I got the pay-per-view, the Royal Rumble one wrong.
The club's winning.
But I'm
The club
picking the
has to win.
club.
The club has to win. So we all agree on the club.
Yes.
yeah,
Asuka versus Nia.
Asuka.
yeah, Azuka.
Asuka. Woken Matt Hardy versus Bray
This
Wyatt.
is a tough one, too, but I'm picking Matt Hardy because Bray won the last one.
I think Matt Hardy will probably win.
They got to have Matt Hardy do something with his character.
I think Bray Wyatt.
If the big payoff's going to be at Mania, they have to go 1-1, right?
Well, I think the big payoff's going to be Brother Nero coming back.
Is he ready?
Because they said he's going to be ready
He's going to
for
probably come back and
Mania.
join Bray Wyatt. Watch.
That'd be hysterical.
That would be awesome.
That
Can we
actually
get,
would
can
be
we get a
amazing.
sweet Jeff Hardy theme song that he sings himself?
Another Jeff Hardy heel turn against Matt.
That's never. Oh, well, that hasn't happened on WWE TV.
You talking about? They fought at WrestleMania.
Yeah, Matt turned heel.
Oh yeah, he did.
Jeff's never been heel in WWE.
Remember, he burned Matt's house down.
He's
I mean,
never gonna
burned Jeff's
turn
house
heel.
down and killed his dog.
Make Matt Hardy turn heel again.
He made that pyro go off in his face somehow. Matt Hardy's a pyro genius.
Cesaro and Sheamus.
Remember, it was supposed to be Christian.
Don't even just skip this one. The bar's not losing
Versus
to
Titus
Titus
Worldwide.
Worldwide.
People are getting mad that Titus is becoming a thing. At least they're doing something with Apollo. Like, I know Titus and Dana suck, but like,
Why is Dana still there?
but like, why do we have to bury them? Just let
Why-
them
why
have
does-
good match. They've had good matches.
Why does Titus need to wrestle? Let
Titus
Apollo
wrestles 10
wrestle.
Titus wrestles 10% of the tag matches, and it's a good match.
As Matt would say, he's awful.
They have had good
Got the
matches on
correct
Raw,
number
though,
for
right?
it.
Do you agree?
No,
with
they
that?
have. They
They
have.
were entertaining
Yeah,
matches.
Apollo,
I
not
know.
Titus.
I'm just saying. They have
Why
like
have
two
Ti-
people in the tag.
Let Titus fucking wrestle himself. Let fucking Titus go fucking like jerk off a kid in the Black Panther theater.
He's
and
got to.
fucking let Apollo
He's got to manage.
wrestle.
They need another. They need another member of Worldwide. They shouldn't just get rid of it. Let at least Apollo's doing something.
That's why they need Darren Young. Darren Young and
that's not-
Apollo
that's
could have been a
just-
tag team.
Why don't you
Still
go
not
meet him at a
good.
fucking grill
Doesn't
and
have
shit
to
or
be a
whatever.
black guy.
Where the fuck did you meet him?
At a fucking muscle maker
Muscle
grill.
Maker
I
Grill.
saw it said grill and chill. That's fucking DQ.
Okay, Women's Chamber.
Yeah,
Like,
fuck
Alexa.
Alexa.
You know they're all NXT people except Mickey.
Mickey wrestled in NXT though.
She had a match, yeah. That's how she
She's
got
not
signed.
Homegrown.
And then the last match. How is this paper? The men's elimination chamber has to last for an hour and a half, right?
Yeah.
This is why they're making dual branded pay-per-views.
This is why I'm hot.
This has to be an hour and a half long match. Like it has to be.
Probably both won't be long.
The women's
Like,
chamber is
will be
also
30.
going to underdeliver. They're not going to do any
Oh,
cool
no,
Women's
spots.
is going to be terrible. I think this.
You think it's
going
going to main event?
No.
I think they're going to do it.
If the women's chamber main events, I'm going to stop.
That's why the
watching
women
WWE.
will never main event to WrestleMania. Did you see their 6-man tag match from Raw?
so bad.
bad. That's why the men are better than the women.
Well, I think
it's not
depending
sexist.
on-
They're just better
Depending
athletes.
on who's wrestling, it could main event.
Did you see?
If it's the only way it would main event is if Charlotte's in it, and if Charlotte's in it, I'm not watching.
every women's match always has those awkward pauses. They mess up the moves. It's not fluid. They're just not as good as the men.
Asuka versus Ronda Rousey is going to main event Mania next year.
That'll be so bad.
Well, it depends how.
Well, that's
I
right.
don't- I don't-
Asuka's going to lose her streak to Rousey at SummerSlam.
I don't believe that
We haven't
Ronda's
seen
going
how
to be
Rousey
very
is.
good. I don't think she's going to be
I think
good.
she's going to be better than Shayna.
I think Rousey will be good. She's passionate about it.
Yeah, I'm passionate about fucking
Did you see
gay
her wearing,
porn.
when they were showing her like training and stuff? She was wearing a Bo Dallas shirt.
Yep.
It's awesome.
Boo Dallas?
Boo Dallas.
Bo
Leave.
Leave? Leave?
So who's going to win the men's chamber?
Roman.
Kidding me?
Yeah.
What happens if they make it Braun?
If they make it Braun, I will
Braun,
mark
I don't even
want to
see Braun. I want to see Braun win the title, but I don't want to see Braun versus Brock anymore. They ruined it.
But how do you make Strowman lose? Is he going to lose clean to fucking Reigns?
No, he would.
In the
Oh,
chamber,
yeah.
I mean.
He's
Like, is
lost,
this
he's lost to Reigns. What happens if everyone just hits their finisher like 5 times on him?
Yeah,
Big-
and then-
you know how
and
many
then-
times Big Show got eliminated first in something?
terrible?
WrestleMania 24. WrestleMania 2000. Didn't he get eliminated in like 3 minutes?
Terrible.
He took one finisher from everyone and like got eliminated.
Terrible.
This pay-per-view sucks.
Terrible.
But Braun, I don't want Braun versus the Miz. I want Balor versus the Miz.
Balor's not getting a fucking title shot at Mania. He's going to do something with
Balor's
the club. He's not
never
doing
going to get a
anything.
title shot again.
They
He's
honestly,
too small.
if they wanted to, which they won't. If they wanted to switch and make it Braun versus Brock, they could have Roman and Seth do a face versus face feud.
That would defeat the purpose of fucking. They've spent a whole year planning this for fucking Lesnar.
Yeah, they
They're
have.
not gonna. For
Unless
Lesnar
he's gonna
and-
get
I know,
Lesnar
but
and
they
Roman.
think they only think it because they think
It'll go on
Roman's
last.
Roman's gonna.
and people will boo.
Yeah, it shouldn't go on last.
Who's
That's why I
ex-
think if they do Braun versus Brock, it wouldn't go on last. and that AJ Nakamura maybe could.
So who? How? Oh, I'm sorry. How do you think Cena is going to get added to the main event at Fastlane?
What is the main event of Fastlane?
The 5-way match.
He's not
To
going
make it a 6-way, he's a free agent.
He's wrestling. They said he's wrestling at Fastlane. Somebody reported that he's going to be wrestling at
Yeah,
Fastlane.
who? Fucking Billy Bahati from the Sports
SmackDown?
Yep.
I was gonna say they could just have Elias attack him, but
It's
that
gonna
has to be
Ultimate.
that has to be the match of Mania.
Elias versus Cena.
Yeah.
It's going to be Cena versus Taker. Like, let's
How
all
have they
accept
not
that.
set it up yet?
I
They're
don't
going to
think-
set it up tomorrow.
I
I don't think
think
Taker's gonna be there.
That'd be sweet if he cost him like Shawn Michaels cost the Undertaker once.
Well, that's why he
Pops
keeps.
out of the chamber, but he
he's in the
comes out
bottom
really
of it.
slow because he's old.
That'd be kind of amazing, but they're going to have Cena versus Taker, and it's going to be a terrible.
and
match.
wouldn't he cost Roman anyway if he's in the chamber? Why would he help Roman?
Yeah, he has no beef with Cena. It
But
makes
Cena-
no sense.
Cena's going to call him out tomorrow because tomorrow he's going to go out on Raw. and
So
be
why
like,
would-
I have no WrestleMania moment? I'm
I
challenging.
have
the
no
dead
road
man.
to WrestleMania.
I have no road
Fuck
to
Yeah,
yourself,
it's like
John.
you know you can be in a match that's not a title match. Everyone has a road to WrestleMania, John.
He had a fucking mixed tag match last year.
But that was his road. He knew he was going to do that.
It was a terrible road.
John
It's
Cena
like, no,
bleaches
it was
his
a great road. It
asshole.
was a terrible match. All those promos were actually pretty good.
What's the title of this episode?
Bleeding assholes.
You
I
said
don't-
that for a
I
second.
don't think we can put that on there.
The return.
Of the Mac, the return of.
We don't have any fucking Elimination Chamber bullshit. Fuck Roman Regions.
Patrick Star. Who dat?
Fucking Raimi hates
New
the Me
phone,
Too
who
movement. Raimi says hashtag Me Too is BS.
I do not say that.
We shouldn't be laughing about
That's
that.
terrible.
Mike and Frank aren't gay.
Fuck you, Hector.
Fuck you,
Hector's
Hector.
taco truck.
We did mention the taco truck.
If you're still listening, type in Hector's taco truck 69 asshole extravaganza.
That should be the name of it. Hector's Taco Truck.
All right, I kind
You
of
met
like
Hector?
that. Yeah, he
He
brought
helped
my-
you move in here.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. He looks like a chipmunk, right?
Hector's Tacos.
Hector's taco truck. We mentioned that one time, like 2 hours ago. A cream within a cream.
So let's go down a possible WrestleMania card.
But wait, before we go through this, John
So
Cena
we're
said
not
he
having
has no-
another podcast, are we?
He has no road to WrestleMania. John Cena beat Rusev 2 years ago.
Yeah.
3 years ago, excuse me.
That
3
was a
years
big
ago.
match. He was defending America.
Of course, he had to make it about that.
Yeah, I kind of wanted Cena to win that one. Fuck Russia.
He's not from Russia. He's
He
from
represented-
But he
Russia.
represented the Russian Federation,
Bulgaria.
Matt.
He's from Bulgaria.
That's how we got heat.
And the year before that, he wrestled Bray Wyatt. So really, John
was a
Cena's
big
road to
match, too.
WrestleMania have been terrible.
Bray Wyatt was huge back then.
Yeah, and of course, fucking.
I'm glad he didn't fuck because they ruined Bray Wyatt. Like, even if he beat Cena, I don't think Bray would have went on to do anything.
He would have fucking been better than if he lost, which he did.
But imagine like if these people like Rusev and Bray beat John. John's credit does go down because then he's just like that guy who puts people
John's
over.
credit never
But I'm
goes
saying,
down.
like, if
But
he
it
beat-
also builds up other stars.
Which John
I'm
doesn't
saying
know how to
he also
do.
builds other stars. You can lose to somebody at WrestleMania and get built up. Sheamus lost to Triple H. He still got built from that,
Daniel Bryan lost
Yeah.
to Sheamus in, what was it, 18 seconds?
and that was the best thing for his career.
AJ Styles lost to Chris Jericho.
Yeah, but that was a great match.
AJ was already made.
Nobody knew who AJ was.
Yeah,
John
but I'm
Cena
saying you can
sucks.
lose, but it's like it is the thing that comes like what they do after that loss. Like Bray is terrible. It's not all his fault.
It is pretty much his. Not. I mean, it's not his fault.
Yeah,
It's,
he gets booked pretty terribly, but I don't think like he needs to do something different. I think put him away for 5-6 months and have him come back, start over, do the vignettes, put him back maybe with a different Wyatt family.
Leave, come back, and do the same thing. That'll really
No,
work.
do the same vignettes. I'm saying, and have him just be this like darker, even darker than he is, and do slight changes, but make people forget and then want to see him again.
Nobody forgets. They
Come
chanted,
back as
they
Husky
chanted
Harris,
Husky
baby.
Harris when he debuted. People don't forget.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like make like when
If
he
Titus Worldwide left and came back, would you forget how bad
I'm
it
saying
was?
when they
No.
return, it would get a pop. Not like
Everybody returns and gets a pop. You can't bring somebody back and do the same thing and expect it to
I
work.
didn't say they would. They'd have to change.
You
their
just
stuff.
said do
I
the
said
same
do the
thing.
same type of vignettes to bring them back. Like that's when they were at the best with those creepy like.
Yeah,
vignettes.
because he didn't debut.
it was after he debuted.
It was new.
He
like,
still did
it
some
was
promos
nude?
and stuff.
It was. I wish it was nude. He's fucking huge.
How is he getting JoJo? Can we talk about
We
that?
don't know if that's a real thing still.
Yeah, it's
But he was
Well,
getting
he was,
JoJo.
yeah.
He was getting JoJo.
JoJo wanted to fuck. I don't know. He's a
I've been
nice
talking
guy.
into the side of the microphone the whole time. I hope it's fucking all right.
So possible Mania card.
We can go for like main events down.
Also, how fucking stupid is it that they keep saying AJ and Nakamura when AJ still has to defend the title? Make us believe a
Well,
little
they
bit.
already
that he
made
could
it
lose.
official immediately after he won, and then they did that match.
What if AJ?
Why don't you
loses?
just send Roman away for 6 months and have him come back
AJ
and
lose
beat
the
everyone?
title?
Yeah, what if he loses to Dolph? What if that was part of his contract?
Dolph versus Nakamura, great feud.
And then Dolph loses at the next SmackDown in a rematch.
That's fine. That's cool.
AJ, Dolph, Nakamura. What if they ruin it with a triple threat match?
They won't.
I want to see
It's
AJ
AJ
versus
Nakamura.
Nakamura.
Unless it's Sammy, then nobody else should be
I
in
want
that.
AJ to win that match.
He won't.
No chance he will. But I
There's
think
definitely
he
a
should.
chance he won.
You know what I?
Nakamura lost to Jinder.
You know.
Don't hinder.
You know what fantasy booking I want? AJ beats Nakamura. Almas debuts. All right, we're good.
We paused 22 minutes.
Why don't you
ago.
just take Roman off TV for 6-8 months, bring him back, and then have him do the same thing? People won't boo him
Never
anymore.
said that.
You
I
just said the
same. I said bring him back with those vignettes.
Which is the same thing, and then
Yes,
do what?
he wouldn't. His character would be. I said make him darker and make him actually the shit he says meaningful.
How can he get darker? Like, what? Commit murder? Like, he's already dark as shit. There's nothing else you can do with that.
He's gotten so much softer.
What does that mean?
Like I just nothing he says is like exciting anymore.
Neither is the Miz. You still like
Yes,
him. People still like him. The Miz says stuff like he's the best. Like,
It's
he's not.
generating heat.
He's not even the best wrestler in his own group.
Exactly. Look how mad you get when he says it. That's what he's doing it for.
But
he
it's-
doesn't act. Well, he may actually believe it, but he's got to know somewhere in his brain he's not the best wrestler.
Seth
Well,
Rollins is.
Roman also thinks he's the best wrestler in the world.
He thinks he's the best sports entertainer.
He's not even top 10.
I think it's
He's
the
not.
biggest
His
reaction.
promos are bad.
I'm saying he gets the
Suffering
biggest reaction.
succotash?
Really bad. That's what John Cena talked about that on Edge and Christian. He's like fucking reading off flashcards, and he's trying to like bring out real emotion in him. Like, Roman doesn't do that.
They should just tell him. They shouldn't tell him what to say.
Does Cena's promos are also very bad.
He
does
just
this-
yells a lot.
says the
Sometimes
same
they're
shit.
decent.
So John Cena says the same shit. Miz says the same shit. Fucking Bray Wyatt says the same shit. Everyone says the same shit.
At least John Cena's like, I'm gonna kick this guy's ass, and then he kicks this guy's ass.
Yeah.
Bray Wyatt's like, I'm gonna end you, and then loses.
Well, he doesn't have the fucking political power that John does.
Just saying. I don't like John's promos. I think Miz's promos are good.
Did I shut the oven off?
I remember to turn the stove off. Yes.
No, I'm asking. Did I shut the oven off?
Pretty sure you
Your
did.
house isn't on fire.
If
No,
it was, we
we've
wouldn't hear it.
established that we can't hear the smoke alarm if the house is on fire.
If your upstairs smoke alarm goes off, I can't hear it down here.
So we got Miz versus AJ, Nakamura versus AJ,
Brock versus Roman,
Brock versus Roman.
Taker versus Cena.
No,
I don't
Cena
know if
versus
that's-
Elias.
I wish. But
That'll
then
never
if
happen.
Elias doesn't win, then, like, fuck out of here. Like, John Cena's not going to lose to Elias. He just
Imagine
won.
if John Cena lost every match that the fans wanted him to lose.
He'd never win.
Exactly. I
mean,
think he does need some of these wins still to make sure. Like, you can't just have, like, he's got to be, like, when someone beats him, it's got to be, like,
He
I feel like
beat
Kevin
Elias
Owens beat
on
him.
Raw. If he couldn't even lose to him at Raw, you think he's going to lose to him at Mania?
Didn't Elias pin him in the triple threat match?
Yeah, that's a triple threat
I'm
match
just
with
saying.
Braun. Are you serious? He's leaving to check the oven. Even if it's still on, it can't cause a fire. It's an oven. Now we just have to wait here. He's going upstairs. I see the light. I'm listening to him walk. I heard the door open. He should be at the oven by now. He should have checked, noticed it was still off,
Still off?
and he should be back by now. Maybe the house is on fire and he's dying. He's taking far too long. I don't think he's coming back. And I don't hear any movement. Maybe he passed out from carbon monoxide poisoning. I'm going to have to go check on him. Pick up the computer and we'll bring the microphones. I think the next podcast we do is going to be in New Orleans.
We're going to forget to bring the microphones.
How long does it take to turn off a stove? We can just talk shit about him. He won't listen to this. For him, you're a fucking loser. Nobody likes you. You're a receding
These are all
anal.
things he knows.
You have a receding anal hairline.
Isn't that good if his hair from his ass is going away?
Not if you like it hairy. Speaking of Andrew Piluk, wrestling, how come he doesn't ever do anything on that channel?
I don't know.
3 months ago.
He's making a lot of hockey.
What is
videos.
going on, Ramey? Where are you? Let me call him.
His phone's probably down. I don't know. He has it.
This is ridiculous. Oh, no, I don't want to text him. I don't want to delete the text.
Okay, Google, call Ramy. He's not going to answer.
I don't think I've called him in years. This is the worst end of the podcast.
Okay, I didn't leave the oven on, but I did leave the stove on.
You did? We thought you were like dead with carbon monoxide poisoning. You're on the podcast live, via phone, via upstairs.
Now we know how phone interviews sound.
And I'm back downstairs.
Oh yeah, now we do know how phone interviews sound. Keep talking.
He definitely sounds better when you hold the phone next to the microphone than when he's 10 feet from the microphone when he's sitting down.
That's true.
That's kind of hurtful.
Come
All
sit
right,
down.
Bye. I think
Should have heard the shit he was talking about when you were upstairs.
this is. I said you had an receding anal hairline. I think that's the first time I've called you since
Ever.
since college. Like
You know
I
what
don't.
I think that means, though? That totally means we could do the podcast via somebody calling in.
I don't like
That's
that
what I
though. I
said.
like doing it
Me
here.
either, but-
So when Alex says something dumb, I can make fun of him to his face.
So, yeah, I did leave the stove on.
Yeah, but that doesn't do anything.
It's not good.
That's true.
So what took you 4 hours to turn it off?
Well, I was petting the cat.
We're in the middle of a podcast and you're petting your pussy. I'm allergic to one type of cat. Who's
What
that?
were we talking about
Bo
before you
Burnham?
left?
Yeah. All I remember is a receding anal hairline.
Well, we were discussing
John Cena losing.
John
and
Cena
stuff.
losing. So you don't think Taker versus Cena is going to happen at Mania?
No, I think Taker's done.
It shouldn't.
He should rewatch his last 2 matches.
They've set up
3.
Elias.
No, the one with Bray.
They set up Elias, who's lost to John Cena on Raw.
I do think Elias should win this one because I do think he could be a huge star.
He is a huge star.
But I think if he loses, it's not the end for him.
He needs a title.
He doesn't need a title. He's got the great gimmick.
Yeah, you know what? Who remembers fucking Bray Wyatt? Bray Wyatt lost that feud, right? Who remembers fucking Brock Lesnar winning the feud against Triple H? Nobody. I remember Triple H beating him at WrestleMania.
But I'm saying, like, years from now, it won't. I don't think it'll hurt him. I think he'll still be able to.
People won't
past.
remember. He could win the next 2 matches against Cena, and nobody will remember.
Wait, so you
He might
don't...
no. People might not remember he wins the feud against Cena, but I think it won't hurt him in the
They're not
fact
going
that
to
he
do
won't be able to
anything with
grow.
Elias.
With
How
the
long?
company.
How long are they going to send him out there doing a fucking guitar thing?
It's
Elias needs to sing.
Soon he'll just
in
be
his
Eli.
pod.
Soon he'll just be Eli. Oh, I wish you'd bring the fucking guitar into the pod. Oh my god!
If
during
he's sitting
during the
away-
match,
Wouldn't that be amazing?
He might.
Hello, I'm Elias.
Because he can use it.
That'd be amazing if he just starts singing a song from the pod. Braun Strowman breaks the pod to shut him up.
he was so bad in NXT.
He was terrible.
He admitted it too when he was on. I think it was Edge and Christian.
Wasn't it the same gimmick?
He was
Yeah.
just like it didn't resonate down there, and like he
That never happens. It's the exact opposite of
I
what
think he
happens.
said Triple H was like, "This is better for the main roster. Don't worry."
Even when he started on the main roster, as like when he just started randomly coming in to strumming the guitar, I'm like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, me and Matt once saw him wrestle like 3 times at a taping, and we were like, "This fucking guy sucks."
Yeah, I did not like him, and now I want to fucking blow him.
Then they got rid of the Drifter,
Jeffrey-
and Sampson
Jeffrey Lugero, or something his real name is. I gotta
from
find out.
Pittsburgh. He played baseball in college, I think.
TK O'Ryan, Jeffrey Logan Sculio.
He paid $1,000 3 times to try out with WWE in FCW.
He paid.
Got told no
$1,000?
3 times. He spent $3,000 trying out for WWE.
Joe the Drifter.
Give
I
him credit.
wish. Dan the Gatherer.
Oh,
El
man.
Vagabundo?
There was a guy named fucking Joe the Drifter in a fucking indie scene, and I couldn't remember his name. I thought his name was Dan the Gatherer.
Didn't you once give him change? That's one of the
No.
best gimmicks ever. He'd go around asking for change, and people would throw money in there. As an indie worker.
Wait, so you truly both do not think Taker versus Cena is happening?
No.
They should do Elias.
They would have hinted
If
at it
Elias
already.
doesn't,
They had
fa-
hinted at
if
it.
Elias doesn't
How?
face
Cena's
John,
promos.
What did he say? Exactly that.
said
hinted
nothing
at.
about Taker at all.
He hasn't said Taker in words, but he's made references to dead men and shit like that.
He did say
I don't-
dead men once, but I don't.
What do
think
they
it's
do with
him
Eli-
trying to be funny.
What does Elias do? The fucking battle royal if he's not facing Cena?
Yeah, he'll probably win.
And I wish, even though it means nothing. Fucking Mojo won.
They really ruined it with Mojo.
So I'm thinking Kurt Angle and Ronda versus Triple H and Steph.
Kurt
Probably
Angle-
Kurt Angle versus Seth Rollins for
No,
no
because
reason.
what I think is actually going to be a better match, Seth versus Finn.
Yeah, but they won't do it.
Why not?
Why would they do that?
There's no story there.
When there was a story right at the end of in the gauntlet match.
They're
when
tagging
Seth was
right
getting
now.
eliminated and Finn walked by him.
That's-
Boom, they just
They're
set up.
friends now.
Two
Who-
friends can face each other.
W-
Yeah,
were they
but-
both in the Rumble? Did Finn eliminate him? Then it can't happen.
Finn versus Seth.
Roman,
winner gets a future
Roman
title shot.
eliminated him. That's why they do Roman Seth.
Roman fucking sucks, but I don't really care if he wins it. It's
Roman doesn't suck. There's nothing bad about him. His promos
There's
are
nothing bad about him. His promos are terrible. He's a
my
fine
God.
wrestler. His promos are awful.
It's
His
not.
promos are terrible.
They're just whatever. Like, it's just not.
They're
that
just
would-
whatever. Half the fucking character.
If Seth
is a
Rollins
promo.
couldn't talk, people would still think he's an awesome wrestler. Still think he's an awesome talent.
Yeah, he's
No one would
Seth
talk
Rollins
shit.
is a better wrestler than Roman Reigns.
Yeah, and Seth Rollins isn't.
Roman
really
Reigns has
great at
had
promo.
more good matches recently than Seth. I think. I don't think
Well,
Seth has had
Seth
that
was
many
coming back from
great
his injury.
matches. Okay.
Who's Seth?
Roman
faced?
got back from his suspension
Seth-
and his illness.
Seth has been mired in a shitty tag team with Dean Ambrose, a shitty tag team with Jason Jordan. He was gonna have a shitty match with Jason Jordan at WrestleMania.
Usos are in tag matches, and they have fucking
the Usos-
match of the night.
Well, the Usos are amazing. I mean,
How about
That's a
the
real
four-way
tag
they're
team.
trying to? They might be setting up. Usos versus New Day versus Bludgeon Brothers versus who's the last tag? Gable and Benjamin at Mania.
Bludgeon Brothers do not belong. It should be a triple threat with those three teams.
They're just as athletic as the rest of the tag team.
Bludgeon
Yeah,
Brothers are
Eric
probably going
Rowan
to
or
win.
something.
Somebody's got to beat the Usos.
That would be an insane match.
That's got to be a
The
ladder
tag,
match.
the tag division's getting fucking
If that's
stale.
a four-way ladder match. That's match of the night at Mania.
That has to be a ladder. What other ladder matches are they going to
If it
have?
gets more than 7 minutes, it should be match of the night.
Why?
They should have.
It'll get
Why? 'Cause
5.
It's 4 great teams that are
Yeah, but
going
it's
to
a
kill
lot.
each
It's a
other.
lot.
What are they
think
gonna do?
Nakamura and AJ are going to be better.
What are they going to do?
I hope it
They're going to have like
delivers.
4 women's matches. Do we realize that there's going to be at least 4 women's matches?
I don't think they're going to do
What,
more
3
than
last year. Only 2 last year.
If they do the 2 title matches, and if they give Bailey and Sasha, then they're going to have to do like a women's Andre.
Well,
That
if
was
they do
my
the 2
idea.
title matches,
Who would they call it? Moolah.
Bailey, Sasha, Ronda Rousey's going to have a match.
Fabulous
That's not
Moolah
a
Battle
not a
Royal.
women's match. That's a mixed tag match.
But still.
And then plus, then you have to do a fucking battle royal for the women. There's too many fucking. I don't need to see Naomi in a fucking singles match.
The Fabulous
She
Moolah.
won't get
Fuck
one.
outta
Fabulous
here.
Moolah. That was actually not a good reference. I like that.
Yeah,
That's what I said on Twitter.
I know. Well, okay, I didn't see it. It's a pretty obvious reference. Like who else would?
The
'cause they already
Glamazon,
did
the
Mae Young.
Glamazon challenge.
You just do Moolah was a bitch. Nobody liked her.
Yeah, but she was champ like as long as Bruno.
Yeah, it's not the Bruno Sammartino battle royal.
All right, who are they going to do? The Bertha Faye? Is she the biggest woman?
You could do Mae
Bull
Young. They'll
Nakano?
probably do the Stephanie McMahon battle royal. That stupid cunt.
Well, Stephanie wants to get over. She wants to be mainstream now.
I hope she gets fucking hit by a bus. She's not even like annoying like the Miz. Like she's just a terrible person who just wants to steal the spotlight,
So we assume Alexa versus Nia.
which is not going to be any good.
It's going to be a squash. That's going to be terrible.
No, it's not. I think it'll be a fine.
So then you make Nia
normal
look like
match.
a bitch if she can't beat
She's
somebody
not-
who's 1/3 her
It's
size.
wrestling. She lost to Sasha.
Yeah, and that was terrible.
And
Looked fucking
Sasha's bigger
stupid.
than Nia, or bigger than Alexa.
Turn
Sasha's-
them
she's-
sideways.
she's
and
taller.
you don't see
Sasha's
Sasha.
taller than Alexa.
Doesn't matter. It's more about weight.
Alexa's like 3 feet tall.
Yeah.
Against-
Rey Mysterio beat Big Show.
And that wasn't real either.
Yeah, but at least Rey Mysterio was on steroids,
It's true.
and he's a man. He was strong.
It's
Like,
wrestling. Just suspend your disbelief for like a second. I don't think Bliss should win. I'm just thinking they could have a fine match.
If it's more than 3 minutes, then
Alexa
Nia's
Bliss
useless.
isn't a very
so
good
stupid.
wrestler. Her matches aren't that entertaining.
Well, you're just thinking of that terrible Alexa Bailey match.
Alexa hasn't had a good match. Like I don't know any of her good matches.
What's happened more recent? Bucky LaGrange getting a hit or Alexa having a good match?
Well, Bucky hasn't had a hit in ever. I'm sure Alexa had at least one good
Alexa
match.
wasn't good in NXT.
She didn't wrestle.
She was terrible in NXT.
She had a
was
good
just
feud
the
with
man-
Becky. She had a good feud with Mickey, and it was fine. She had that one match with Mickey recently on Raw. It was actually
I
pretty
don't
good.
know if she's had a good match on Raw. Her SmackDown matches were all right, I guess.
The one with Mickey was way better than I thought it was going to be.
Just her and Nia is just so like ridiculous.
But they have to have a women's battle royal. How else are we going to feel the glow?
You don't.
I'd rather not feel it. I'd rather get fucking cancer.
You So we have that. We have Asuka and Charlotte.
Fucking
And
terrible.
I can't believe that's the SmackDown match.
Charlotte
I can't believe
is-
they didn't do that on Raw.
Charlotte is so fucking overrated. Oh my god.
You don't
She
have to
can't
tell
even
me.
do a moonsault.
She can't.
She did you see the one where
She lands.
on mixed match?
She
She
lands.
landed and the person was laying on their back.
She can't. Two things that she should be able to do really well is woo and fucking
Chop.
knife edge chop, and she can't do either. She can't talk. She's boring. Her
was-
face is weird. I don't understand what happened.
She was telling Rude how to do the walk, and her walk was worse.
She's just.
Her strut. I
Just
should
because
say.
Triple H is a fucking boner for Ric Flair and he's gonna make his daughter so fucking popular, she's
Vince
not
too.
good. She's not good.
Triple H doesn't. book
Sasha's
Raw.
a 10 times better wrestler than she is, and Sasha's a terrible human being though.
Who
New Day.
is the bar going to face?
I mean, who's Apollo and Titus gonna face?
I swear to God, if Titus Worldwide wins the
There's
title.
another
They
good.
could win it tonight, but lose it
Oh,
on Raw.
the Revival?
What if it's the Hardy Boys?
No.
And then
Couldn't be.
fucking Brother Nero joins the bar.
The Revival?
He comes back as
The Revival
Brother
are still trash. They're still fat. They haven't lost their weight yet.
Yeah, they're kind of pudgy.
Who cares?
What if it's the
Fat
clu-
Shield is fat.
What if it's the club?
What
Build,
if
build
there's
them
pain?
back up.
They debut tomorrow.
What if they just have like a singles match with each other? See who really is the bar. And then Sheamus retires from spinal stenosis.
Remember, everyone was like, "Why the fuck do we need a 7-match series against these people?"
And it was amazing.
Yeah,
But
and
we
then
didn't need it though.
At the end, we were like,
and it was a fucking tie.
and then they chanted, "Let them fight."
And then they became a tag team and like, well, no,
I'm
this
pretty
is
sure they
stupid.
had like 3 matches before the 7.
Nobody talks about Sheamus blowing a 3-0 lead, though. All about the Warriors.
Because he didn't lose.
But he blew a 3-0 lead.
Didn't
If you
lose,
blow a
though.
3-0 lead, you don't lose the series.
Yeah.
Well, nobody won the series. He would have
Exactly.
lost if
They
they,
both
if they
won.
let
But now
them
what are they,
fight.
4-time tag champs?
Cesaro would have won.
At least, yeah.
Yeah, but all their reigns are worthless. All their Romans are worthless.
Why are their reigns worthless?
They've
I'm
they
convinced
didn't
Matt has never seen a good
they didn't
title reign.
Randy Orton had a good title reign when he was Intercontinental Champion for 200 something days.
How many times did he defend? He probably didn't defend
If
it.
you
at
can't
all.
even hold the title for like a fucking 100 days,
But like, did Austin ever have a good title reign? Because he didn't. He didn't have a long title reign ever. Rock never had a long title reign.
Triple H had one in 2007, well past his prime. He didn't have a good title run.
So no one had a good title run. So we have to lower our expectations on what a good title reign is.
So just winning it and having it for
No,
a day is
but-
a good title run.
No, I said lower our expectations, not get rid of
They
our
kept
expectations.
losing it right away.
Well,
Like fucking Sasha's title runs were terrible. She
Well,
couldn't.
she never
defend it
defended a
once.
title. That's a bad. When you have 4 title reigns and haven't defended it successfully once, you're a bad champion.
So Cesaro and Sheamus had it, lost it after 42 days,
That's terrible.
won it back, had it for 77 days,
It's
That's
a little,
fine.
A little better.
lost
not
it,
a-
had it for 49 days.
See, you have to go like 3 months should be the bare minimum. You can't even do that. That's 90 days.
The Hardy Boys only had it for 60.
It's better than I thought.
And now they've won it again. They've had it for 4 weeks.
Unbelievable. Let them keep it for a while and just show that they fucking
What are the
dominate.
Usos at?
I'm checking.
Like 160, I think. Is that a good title reign?
They actually fucking defended it, although they've lost to fucking Gable and Benjamin. They got screwed.
Storyline wise, yeah, they keep getting screwed.
So they first won the titles, had it for 124 days.
Finally.
Then
Well,
they
they this summer they went back and forth to New Day 3 times.
then they lost it, had it for 23 days.
terrible.
Lost
they-
to the New Day, right?
Yep. Then they lost it. Now they've had it for 139.
So at least maybe New Day's not going to get like 50 title runs.
Well, the Usos have more title runs than them now.
That's SmackDown. I think you're looking at.
Yeah, they've had 3 SmackDown runs.
Yeah.
The tag division is kind of getting stale. Somebody needs to like step in.
Who?
Why? Now they got the Bludgeon Brothers
Yeah, that's it.
and
It's the only new tag
Gable
team
and
that they
Benjamin.
have. Gable
can't
and
believe
Benjamin
Ru-
have had 9 title shots already.
Well, yeah, but I can't believe Rusev Day is not really getting tag matches.
Well, Rusev Day needs to. Well, they're pissed off with Rusev
Why?
that he's over.
So stupid.
Same thing that happened to Bad News Barrett. They're going to do to Rusev.
So stupid. Makes no sense. Why don't you want your guys to get over and then turn them face and then turn the guys that aren't over heel?
Well, same thing happened to Zack Ryder. He got over organically, and they shat on him.
Yeah, but they gave him the Rusev Day thing. It's not like he just said it on
It was
Instagram.
only supposed to be, it was only supposed to be a one-day thing.
I know, but
They-
it's not like they were the ones who made up Rusev Day.
Well,
not
now
Rusev.
they're
Imagine if
pushing
they
t-shirts.
did that with Stone Cold Steve Austin. You're not supposed to get over. You can't say Austin 316 anymore. You can't say any of this shit.
Well, that's
is
what
a
they're doing to him.
Vince is a Falcon idiot.
I mean, they gave him the Rusev Day thing. Now they've made it a shirt. They had the freaking. They're having videos.
Well, of
on
course they're
WWE,
making sure that anything for money.
but they don't want people
but they don't
saying
want.
it.
Yeah, but they don't want people saying it or pushing it.
No, they just want people buying the stuff.
Talk about the NBA.
No,
Just kidding.
fuck the NBA.
basketball. What's basketball?
Eating a pussy.
I said I do not have a pussy,
Eating a pussy. Eating a pussy.
and I'm have a pussy.
Well, LaMarcus Aldridge dropped 27 points. As
I
his
said
first
I
snap
do
to
not
4-game
have a
streak.
pussy.
They beat the Cavs.
I said I don't have a pussy. No, you didn't. You said I have a pussy. Yeah.
What are we eating?
Yeah.
Look up what time the thing starts. Let's play some Fortnite.
Yeah, you think those taco cups are going to fit in your asshole?
Probably. They're small.
You have mozzarella to put on top of those?
No.
What are
Mexican
we
cheese.
ordering from Domino's though later? 'Cause there's no way that food's enough for both of us.
That food has to be enough for both of you. There's like
They're
2
pigs in a
dozen
blanket and
pigs in a
taco
blanket.
cups.
That's
Don't
like
fucking
appetizers.
destroy those.
You're underestimating how quickly we're gonna go through those.
I'm going to try not to eat, but I don't really want to spend money on fucking Domino's.
Then let's
Fucking
order somewhere else.
Local. The thing was not spending money specifically on Domino's. It was spending money in general.
Yeah, but if you spend money at a better place, it's worth it.
Yeah, Ramio,
we go to Taco
Ramio's
Bell
is
real
2
quick.
lobster dinners. And a cake.
No, the cake
I
never
made you
happened.
brownies, damn it.
You didn't
And
owe us a
cookies.
cake. The cake was like if
No.
somebody hit a home run and then the next guy hit a home run.
No, he said something about a cake, and then fucking something happened. He owes us a cake. And it has to be a lobster cake.
I'm pretty
Lobster
sure it was like. I think I said if
I
Didi
want
hits
him-
another home run, you owe us a cake, and then he didn't, and then like someone else hit a home
I
run.
still want him to fucking make me a whole lobster. I want to see him fucking, like, squeal with fucking terror. As he
I was trying to find lobster yesterday to make you lobster mac and cheese.
Why didn't you? You know, you could probably ask the guy at the ShopRite to just kill it.
They didn't have any.
Oh. fuck?
All right. I think this
Pre-show's at 7.
I
By
think
the
we're
way.
ending this. We should end this.
What are we at?
2:33.
Well, we're not gonna have another one for another fucking.
We'll
shit
have
ton.
it sooner. Than
Well,
that,
we
I think.
should do it
I
on
doubt
Sundays
it.
now that there's no football. You ever
Yeah.
work Sundays? No.
No.
Do you?
I just work from home on Sundays.
Exactly.
All right, so maybe we can have one next week, which will be way worse than this because we have all of our topics are gone.
Well, we'll talk about Elimination Chamber and how bad it was.
We can talk about Fastlane then.
Talk about Fortnite if we play it.
I'm gonna have to download Fortnite later.
Fastlane. Maybe more trades will happen in the NHL tomorrow.
Is the name Hector's Taco Truck?
I guess.
I think it's got to be Hector's Taco Truck.
What about hashtag #MeTooSucks?
No.
Then dash Ramey Rants. I'm gonna
No.
pull up the tweet. It's right here. It said, "Fuck all you women, you little pussy ass bitches. I don't believe you. Fuck off."
That's so.
From Ramey Rants. I mean, seriously, who does that?
I signed it from Ramey Rants even. Wow. I
What-
signed my
What did
tweets.
Lazy Booking say about Ramey, the new blog of the new Ramey Rants blog?
It's the new home of the new blog of the new blog or whatever. It was fucking
That
hilarious.
was hysterical.
Because he posted his last post was "I'm back with the Undertaker," and then that was it. I think.
No, I posted a couple others. I haven't posted since July though.
I think
You posted like last year.
Yeah.
I think
Jeez,
there was
why-
the
why didn't you, like,
Undertaker.
let
one,
us know?
the Undertaker one saying "I'm back," and then there was one article,
What
and I
was
think that
about
was
the
it.
Undertaker.
Just saying I've risen from the dead, even though it's fucking a sack of shit.
Is that really what it was? It wasn't even about the Undertaker.
No, it's just that I've risen. I've come
Wow.
back.
I need to go to his profile. Hold on.
Can't believe it's still your bio. You should be ashamed of that.
I haven't. No, it's not though. The new one's not in there. That's still the old one.
It does say the home of the new Ramey Rants blog.
Wait, what were we talking about that Lazy said that?
I think it was Me Too.
No, it was not Me Too. It was a bunch of other shit.
No, isn't this? It says the home of the new Ramey Rants
That's
blog.
still the old one.
It just says Ramey Rants, your go-to source. For what? your go-to source.
For nothing. Oh my God! Wait, Hector's Tacos, your go-to source, has to be the name of the episode.
Lost and Found, July 6th, 2017.
Yeah, July 6th was the last one.
This is the new one then.
Oh, that is. Yeah.
This is the new name of the podcast. It's
Oh, the one
go-to
where it was
source.
out for a run in the Eminem one from July.
Yeah. So
that
it's
was
been
it.
since July.
I'm back.
Wait,
And then there's the Undertaker.
How
it
many
true?
people read your blog? Like 2?
I haven't posted that one.
Yeah, you did.
Other than on Twitter, I mean, like I haven't posted it.
4 years, 7 months, 10 days.
What do you
That's
have,
how long it's
200
been
Twitter
since I've
followers?
put my
Not
fingers to
even.
the keyboard with something to rant about. This whole Me Too movement is a sack of shit. even before it came out, you knew.
I'm Nostradamus.
How did you know that?
We are now changing this
For the
podcast
record,
title to,
we all believe the Me Too movement.
Completely.
yeah. The new name of this podcast is the go-to source.
Is it called Ramey's Rants? Your go-to source?
No,
No,
it's
just
just
your
got
go-to
Your
source.
go-to source. People are gonna have to listen to the entire thing to understand.
Good.
Oh my God, your go-to source for what? And it's just a
Hector's
picture of
Taco.
fucking barbells.
Oh, we need to end this.
Oh, there's a turtle head poking out of my butthole.
All right.
Oh,
and
Jesus.
Bye.
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 Go to source.
Bye.
Go to source.
Just end it, Malk.